gallery collection. Now, these are individual. They're a great Christmas gift idea, and they're guaranteed delivery for Christmas. They're all going to be dispatched tomorrow, and $9.99 is a fabulous price for you to get hold of them.
We have 6 options to choose between. I love the fact that you've got the printed image at the back, and then you have, of course, the adhesive that's actually been overlaid on top of, like, the peacock's body, for example, the cat's body there as well, and then you have all the coloured crystals included in there, all labelled in their packets, and then basically you just pick up your little picky up tool, and it picks up the crystals, and then it allows you to place them onto the dots. So it's really bling by numbers, and you've got a choice of all these different 6 options. Now, what are we calling these as we go through?
Well, we have got the beautiful roses, of course, at the top. We've then got the dog and butterfly.
So cute.
We also have I love the cat in autumn. So lovely. The cat's just gorgeous. Love that black cat. We've also got the proud peacock, and which is there, the peacock, proud peacock.
There's the proud peacock.
And the peacock probably has the least detail on there for you to do. It's just the body and the face of the peacock.
And a few of the little bits of feathers there.
At the top, And then we've also got the sunflower fields. So the sunflower fields. So all of those 6 choices. I think it's going to be very hard. Sorry, the butterfly as well. Very hard for you to choose. I think a lot of our ardent crystal followers will go for all of them, being such a great price as well, and then it's only 1 postage.
Absolutely. So if you want to pick a mix, you can do on the website, or just ask the operator. These are crying out to be put into frames as well, or having said that, though, you can actually kind of mount them or put them on the wall without a frame. Now, we've got busy phone lines already. 006 037. This is, again, one of those projects that won't take too long to do. Certainly the peacock won't take too long to do. Actually, none of them will, to be honest.
No, they're not. I think the cat's probably the most gems. Cat and dog are probably the most gems on there.
Yeah.
Now, if you haven't done crystal art before, if you are brand new to this, let me explain the concept to you. You have got a board that already has the adhesive on the areas where you're going to apply the crystals.
Yep.
This is covered with a clear film. So you can see there, I can pull the film back at the edge because there are no crystals onto there, so no adhesive. So if I pull this back here now, this area actually has adhesive on it. If you look really, really closely, you can see that there are alphabets on there. And all of the little dots, all of the colours, actually have an alphabet onto them. Then you actually get the bags of the gems that have the corresponding alphabet on the colours. So it's colour-coded and alphabet-coded. You're then also getting a tool, and you are getting a tray with these. And you get little replacement bags. Once you've opened your bags, you can put your gems in there, because they do tend to spill all over the place.
Just $9.99?
Yep. You get full instructions as well here. So your instructions are coming to you. So it's very easy. We're going to show you properly, though, how to do it. And you are getting, with this, a little nudger if you've got your gems in the wrong place and you need to move them around. This is a fantastic price, Dave, at $9.99. And we have to say, you get the little easel stand to put them on as well.
You do?
Yeah,
I thought that was just our set dresser.
No, you get the little easel stand to put them on as well. So this freestands on any flat surface. This isn't a canvas. Most of our items are actually boarded onto canvases. These are a flat back for you to actually, you could mount them yourself should you wish, but the fact that you've got the little easels, you can put them on the sideboard, you can put them on the mantelpiece.
I'd pay $9.99 for the easel, because it's actually a wooden easel. Anyway, if you want the cat, I've got to let you know, over half the stock has gone in the first couple of minutes. The black cat symbolising good luck and good fortune. That's the black cat in autumn. Yeah, we do. We love them to bits. $9.99, but they're going fast. We don't have as many of these as we'd like. Grab them. Guaranteed pre-Christmas delivery, of course. And that could be something that you sit down to do maybe after dinner on Christmas
Which is your favourite?
The dog.
The dog.
The dog with the butterfly on the nose. That's really adorable. I love that. So there we go, $9.99 each. Multi-order, like Dawn said, and you only pay 1p and p. Now, next we're going to do the elephants. Now, this is going to fly as well. This is such an amazing image. Here it is without the crystals on it. So it's printed to start off with, like Dawn said, it's got all the adhesive where you need the crystals to be. And this is
edge-to-edge crystal.
Yeah, unlike the last one that just had little elements that were crystals, this is completely covering this canvas. It is only $17.99, but it's the most incredible image of the
well, it's that beautiful
sunset.
African sunset there. So you have got just an incredible detail canvas here. Wonderful rich reds, burgundies, clarets, oranges, in the contrast with the black silhouette, makes this a stunning piece of artwork. £17.99 for this, a fantastic price. This is already mounted onto the canvas frame, so this is a nice frame for you. The canvas is stretched, you don't have to do anything else. Because it has the hardboard backing, you can actually sit and work with this on your knee, so it's transportable. No, it's transportable if you want to take it away. If you're perhaps going away for Christmas and you'd like to take a craft with you to do in the evenings, then this is the perfect one for you.
And remember, just like Dawn said, all the individual little envelopes, the plastic envelopes, have got the letters printed on them, and the corresponding crystals are inside them. But as you would imagine, you're getting all sorts of different shades of orange and red and yellow and rust colours in there as well, terracottas.
And you do get 20% more crystals than you need, so if you lose a few, don't worry about it. And you will have those extra crystals to maybe use onto other cards to add a little bit of bling. Some people have used them to make shaker cards, to put them in little shaker cards.
Yeah,
so they're really beautiful, tiny crystals, and they're just so gorgeous. And this is a really addictive craft. You know, we have a Facebook group now, Crafting with Dawn. We have a crystal art one, and Crafting with Dawn Bibby, and lots of people share their ideas and tips and post what they're doing and where they're doing them.
I can't get my head around the fact it's only £17.99 for this, and it's 30 centimetres square, and it's £993,331 if you'd like to have that one. Now, we're going to go to the back of our set, because this is one of the pictures.
This is my favourite.
This has sold out before, and it is back, and already it was proving popular before we even came to air. You found it on the website and you started to order it. You can see why Dawn loves this so much.
Well, I did a Facebook tease just a little bit earlier, about an hour ago, so to tell people that it was back in stock, and the wolves, so if you want to get it. This, I've already decided, I'm hoping to move home in the next few months, and this would be something that I want on the wall in my lounge, because I just think it is phenomenal.
Now, where I'm about to put my hand, all of this here is crystalled. This part and this part is just printed. So a good 3/4, if not more, of the canvas is crystal. But look at those colours in there.
So this is going to take some doing. You know, this is for somebody not faint-hearted. You know, the little canvases, the 21 by 25, the gallery collection, they could be done in an evening easily. The one that we've just looked at, maybe a week, doing that in the evening, you know, maybe a little bit longer, a week to 10 days. This one, perhaps about a month to do this, if you were doing, you know, 4 or 5 hours a day. Well, it's more challenging.
A month of work on it, but then you'll have years and years of appreciation.
You've got that incredible picture. And let's be honest, Dave, these are not the sort of thing that you're supposed to be rushing. They're supposed to think that you take pleasure out of doing, unless you're completing it as a gift for somebody. If anybody'd like to do the tiger for me, because I don't have that much time. I just looked at Al and said, you know, he said that's going to take a while, and I'm looking at him thinking, you could do it, honey. You never know. But it is a beautiful picture. This is a statement piece. You're going to walk into the room, you're going to see this magnificent tiger in the back there, and you're going to be absolutely blown away with it. Now, this is from a licensed artist, Claudia, and she has made, I can't remember Claudia's second name. I do apologise. We should have that information somewhere. And Claudia is a world-renowned wildlife artist. And Gary saw her artwork, fell in love with it, and then has had it transformed into crystal art. And we're going to see the wolves a little bit later. I'm not sure if that, I think that's Claudia as well.
Well, now, obviously, you know, on a wall, this doesn't move, and I was moving it so you can see the crystals come to life. But as you walk past it, as you move...
the light and the reflection.
The shimmer.
So distinctive. So this is our biggest piece that we've ever done. It's the most stunning. It has sold out. I think we've brought this twice to you on air, and it's sold out both times. We've managed to get a little bit of stock, not a massive amount of stock in, but we thought this is perfect for the avid crystal arts devotee. As a Christmas gift for somebody, this is fantastic. And look at the price as well. And again, it is actually a hard canvas. There's actually a wooden background, so it's not going to bounce when you put the crystals on it. $49.99, 020 825, back in stock by popular demand. It's here. Grab it while we've got the stock. Now, the Best of British is the next one that we just have here. Now, this obviously is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, isn't it? And I think this goes for a lot of guys' rooms, Dave. You know, a lot of men, a lot of studies, a lot of offices. This is perfect for it. Again, it's quite subtly done. The actual sky is a tone of sort of purple and mauves in there. So it's like a thundery sky. You know, it's got that really sort of wonderful look, ethereal look, if you will. And then you've got the greys, all the tones of greys of the Westminster Abbey, you've got Big Ben, you've got the London Black Cab, and of course the Red Bus, which are iconic images of what people think of when you say London.
Absolutely.
So this is a very smart canvas for you. It's about half coverage, not quite half coverage on your canvas, so it's not going to take as long as some of the full canvases.
So the sky's printed, but the building, Palace of Westminster, the bus and the taxi, all crystals. £27.99 for that one, and that's 40 by 50 centimetres, and that's 259644. Now the other one that we're expecting the phone lines to really light up for, this is another cloudier piece, I believe, that we're moving on to now. Look at this.
This is one of the firm favourites,
Yeah.
really is. This is one of our most popular canvases. We brought this to you, it sold out immediately. We have managed to get some stock back. It's the sort of thing that I would be jumping on the phone lines for. If you want to get hold of it, then do be quick, because this is absolutely magical.
Now, it's the Huskies. It's absolutely beautiful image. Again, this is canvas, this is corner to corner, edge to edge crystal, so there's no just printing on here at all. It's right the way across the canvas, so this will take you a little bit of time. But again, what a stunning look. This is the wolf option.
The Sentinel Wolves, this one.
Sentinel Wolves.
And again, this is going to take some time. You know, people do ask me, how long do they take to create? And I think if you were working at these for 4 or 5 hours a night, 3 to 4 weeks, you know, to be able to do this. If you were ardently, I was working at one and was doing sort of 6 to 7 up to 8 hours a day, and I probably did about 3/4 of it within a week. But I'm quite fast as well. I'm quite fast at doing it. It
just
makes
a difference. You get into a rhythm with it as well, don't you?
You do, and also you get 2 tools with each of these and 2 trays, so you can actually craft with a friend. I was laughing, I saw pictures on our crafting sites of ladies that have got like 20 or 30 or even more tools, because they've done that many of them, collecting them around. So once you've done a few, those tools obviously can be used. So families can gather around, pretty much like with a jigsaw, you know, everybody gets together and has a go. You can do the same with this, that everybody can have a colour and build an area.
And again, so, the back is wood.
Hardboard.
So hardboard, so it's nice and firm when you're placing the crystals on it, okay? 303 303, nice easy item number to remember as well. That's 40 by 50 centimetres, that one. Now, we've also got some cardstock in the show today. Now, Craft Buddy's well known for bringing you amazing value for money, and this proves the point.
Well, this one, we've popped this on, and if I get a chance, I'm going to do a demonstration with this and the crystal cards, which are coming up next for you. This is our 100 mix cardstock. It's a really good value kit. £16.99. It's giving you some double-sided shimmer card. It's also giving you a lovely selection of colours that I use a lot. So you have got some white in here, you've also got some brown craft, some beautiful russet colours there, you've got the pinks, the lilacs, you have lilac actually, I've used it all, you've got the purple, you've got greens, you've got blues in there as well.
There's 100 sheets in there.
Top ones here are double-sided shimmer card, so these are lovely to work with. You've got assorted weights in these, 240 to 350 GSM, but really some gorgeous cards, Dave. Some of them are textured as well, some really nice ones to work with, and I've used that for the base of my cards.
And it works out to only 17 pence per sheet if you buy that. Buy in bulk, and remember, if you're a Freedom member, it's delivered to your door free of any postage charges. You'd probably pay £5 or £6 to post that.
It's very weighty.
Yeah,
it is. In fact, this is less than what you get, because this is my set and I've used quite a bit of it.
Okay. Now, down the end of the counter here, we have got where it all began, actually, with our crystal art. This is the His and Hers collection of cards. Now, this is a brand new configuration we've put together. There's 5 separate kits in total, and it is £19.99. Usual price £24.99. Today, though, you're saving a fantastic £5 off, down to under 20. And you've got all of these. You've got the Keep Calm, It's Your Birthday. You've got the Cupcake. You've got the King of Hearts. You've then got that lovely Flourish, and you've got the Ballerina at the end there as well. All self-contained kits, so they all come with their own pickup tools and trays.
They do. These are lovely starter kits. If you've been sat on the fence and thinking, I'd like to have a go at crystal art, but I'm not sure where to begin, then this is a really nice one for you to go for. So you have got, this is a new kit we've put together for you. So this is His and Hers. It goes for the ladies and for the guys.
What was Freedom prices? I've just realised. £17.99 delivered.
Good,
if you're a Freedom member. Wow.
You have got your design again. This will have an acetate sheet over the front of it. All of the little dots are numbered, and they have glue onto them ready for you to actually apply. You've got step-by-step instructions in here. You're then getting the little magic pencil, the little tray, and all of your gems in there that are individually bagged. So this is colour-coded and number-coded to correspond. So each one of these is a kit in its own right. So each pack actually gets the tools as well.
It does.
So these are 5 separate kits for 5 different people, should you like.
The pencil works in the same way as the pickup tool. Basically, it's a tacky nib, so you just pick up the crystals with the pencil and then pop them down on the adhesive. It's as simple as that, but something very different. These are the cards you'll give to your nearest and dearest. They're the special ones.
They are lovely, and again, if you cut them, matte and layer them, make them into a bigger statement piece. I've seen a lot of people actually do these and then mount them into picture frames, so they're more of a gift than a card.
I like it.
So that's perfect to do that way as well. But this is a really great price for you, and it gives you that wonderful starting point.
£17.99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 separate presents, really, if you want to think of it like that. 797 620. We're going to show you how easy this whole process is to do from start to finish in just a second. But the website's got everything. There are other options that we actually haven't got physical room for in the studio. If you have a little look on the website, hochanda.com, you'll see all the different options that are there. Also, you've got that tiger, remember, that's back in stock by popular demand. That's $49.99. That is one of the most popular ones we've had before. Just everything is flying from the preview, OK? Now, remember, we don't have massive quantities of these. I still can't quite get over you get the little easel with this as well.
You do get the little easel. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now then, we have got all of the canvas in front of us, Dave, so you can have a dabble as well if you like.
I will.
So we've got all the new gallery collection.
I'm going to do my favourite.
You're going to do the dog? OK, go for the dog.
Yep.
So with the dog, I've actually got some trays here open if you want to have one of these. And we'll show the wax rather than opening another one, and the tools. And we have got the film that's over the front of here. So what you need to do first and foremost is have a little look at where you'd like to start. Now, I do recommend that you start in one corner and work back towards you. It's easiest to do that way if you start off with a colour block. You will find, though, if you've got extra gems left over, you might just want to fill in a little bit down here rather than putting them into another container. So we'll have a look on there, and if I have a little look, and I'm going to pop my glasses on, the blue ones, that's number 6 there. So I then go through my strips here. Some of them are numbered, some of them are alphabets, yeah.
I've looked at my
so
little
I've got a number 6 here.
Labrador, and I can see that I need the letter Y, so I'm just going to snip my packets.
So we're going to take the 6 out of here. I'm going to work on 6.
With the tray, don't put too many crystals in the tray, because otherwise they won't jiggle around like you want them to.
Yeah, don't go overboard, you know, don't put all of them. Some people do make the mistake of putting them all in. So once you've put the actual crystals in the tray, like so, what you then do is just tap your tray and it'll put them into the little rows for you. And then you need to make sure that when you're picking your crystals up, you pick up the faceted side. That's the one that sits into your tool. So a quick tap onto there organises them into little rows nicely. Then you take your tool. Now the tool has a little recess in the top of it there, and what we're going to do is pick up some of the wax. So you get this little square of wax as well, and you're picking up the wax and putting that into the top of the tool. So you can see that pink's there. Now, people say, how often do you have to replace the wax? You will know when it stops picking up the crystals that you need to put more wax onto there. If for any reason you lose your little piece of wax, which is easy to do, you can use a candle or you can use some soap to actually continue picking up. So what I'm going to do now is take my tool and keep it quite upright. Pop that on top of the crystal. You'll see the crystal is stuck onto the bottom of there, the faceted side inside the crystal, and then we position that onto the canvas straight down, and once we lift up the canvas, the glue on the canvas actually holds that crystal down into place. So that's as difficult as it gets. You then just continue to apply your crystals on all of the little dots to make sure they're in the right place.
You do find this incredibly addictive, actually, and it's also incredibly relaxing too. It's the sort of thing that you don't really need any special equipment for. It's just a case of, once you've got the kit, off you go. And if you do get it in the wrong place, you can use the picking up tool to just kind of nudge the crystal.
Well, with these new tools as well, if I just flip this one around, my tool didn't have that in, it's popped out somewhere. You've actually got this little nudge inside here, this little flat side. So if for any reason it's not quite on point, you can actually nudge with that, or if you've got it in the wrong place, you can nudge completely and knock the crystal off. So you do have that little nudging set at the top of there. But yes, you could use your poker tool as well if you've got one of our older tools, but these new ones are great with the little nudging section on there.
And also, what I tend to do just every so often is when you've put your crystals down, you've done a few of them, I just put the cellophane back over and then just go over with my finger. That just kind of makes sure that they are really well stuck in place.
That's correct.
There we go.
See, you were listening before, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Always listens.
Always listen to the bibby. Oh, yeah.
And pop those onto there. So then I continue pretty much till I've emptied my tray. And then once I've got to a point where I've pretty much done this area, if I just have a few crystals left, I will lift the area perhaps further down and add those crystals onto there rather than fiddling to put them back in a packet. But if I've got quite a lot, I don't really want to disrupt the plastic too much at the bottom, so I would put them back in. So it's your choice how you work. Some people like to work in a straight line right down the work. You know, just be careful not to overexpose this area here now that the adhesive is exposed on. I don't want to handle that. I don't want to put my finger onto there. I certainly don't want to make sure that any paper comes onto it or any fibres of my clothing, because that will lose the tackiness. So please don't pull all of this. Don't be tempted to whip all of this off. Don't whip this all off, because if you do that, you're very likely to actually damage that adhesive.
Now remember, you are guaranteed pre-Christmas delivery. As Dawn said, all of these that are ordered now are being sent out first thing tomorrow. So you will, if they are presents to gift, you'll have them in plenty of time to wrap up and put under the tree. If there may be things that you're going to have to occupy yourself, maybe after the big day, maybe you've got some time off. I've got, for the first time ever, I've actually got between Christmas and New Year
I know, you and me
off.
both. Isn't that amazing?
It's never happened before.
Me too. In all of my working life, I've never been in this position, so it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not back here. I'm back here on the 6th of January, so that's
so
the next
nice
one.
long break.
So after tomorrow, I've got 2 hours tomorrow, and then you won't see me until the 6th.
Now, the cat in autumn has completely sold out.
Wow.
The roses and the sunflower field, both limited stock. So if you want this one and you want this one, both of these are limited stock. They are very, very vulnerable. We've lost the cat. I did try and warn you that half the stock of the cat had gone just on the preview. This, though, if you want either of these, we've got only 10% of the stock left for the sunflower and the roses. Multi-order, like Dawn was saying, and you only pay the 1p because it's a one item number. The dog with the butterfly on at the moment, that's what I'm working on. Half the stock of this is gone. I'll just show you what I've done so far. I'm doing the letter Y. This is going to be gone in the next couple of minutes, I think. But it's the cutest image. You see how much I've done in the first couple of minutes of the show? It doesn't take long, really, when you get going. And the butterfly, that's printed, but the rest of the dog image is all labelled and numbered with letters and numbers so that you know what crystal to put where.
Very easy for you to do.
Now, the butterfly, 70% of the butterfly is gone, which is that one there.
So, another quick tip for you, Dave, keep your tray quite close to where you're working as well, then you don't have to stretch as far with your hand.
And don't forget you get the stand as well. Oh.
Yeah.
Here you go.
You reckon,
you get the easel as well.
What are you doing, Dave?
Hang on. There we go, that's it. And also, of course, you can use the easel for all sorts of things too. Not just for this. If you want to maybe put this in a frame or put it on the wall, use the easel for pictures, photos.
Yeah, you could do, yeah. Absolutely. OK, so if you want to, can you see how this tool's great as well? Because it actually enables you just to manoeuvre things. Can you see I can wiggle a little bit there if I'm not quite happy with the placing? But remember, you've got that little nudger on the other side as well. So I've chosen to go down the side of this design with my 6s, because I've got them in my tray. And then once I've run out of what's in this tray, I will go back to my top corner, take my next colour and start working down the side of that. And that will give me the beautiful sparkle that I need to complete my picture. So the butterfly is the one that I'm working on currently. I think all of these designs are lovely. The cat and the dog are just wonderful.
Yeah, my dog's my favourite.
Yeah,
although I am a cat person, I just love the image of the butterfly on the dog's nose, the dog looking at, what's this?
Yeah, I'm an animal lover, full stop, but I am more of a dog person than a cat person. But I've had both.
Roses sold out, sorry.
Ooh,
did try and warn you, the roses have gone. We've still got the sunflower, I believe, but it's about to go any minute now. The next one or two of you through will get that.
How are we doing on butterfly?
70% of the butterfly.
OK.
Yep.
So let me show you now, with the little bags that you get there, because once you've opened these little sort of polypropylene bags, once you've cut them like this, it's very difficult for you to seal them. So what I do is I fold that back up now and pop it into these little bags. And this was me that said, when I started doing crystal art, you've got 2 or 3 bags. I said, that's a waste of time. We need a bag at least for every colour, because you don't want to mix up the gems. And once you've opened them, that's it. Make sure you put the bag in, because then you've still got the code, which it is. And then you move on to your next colour. So if I go back up here now, and I'll have a little look. So I've got an eye running there next, so I want to get the one that says eye, and I think it's the
Sunflower
white here.
Fields, that was limited stock, it's now sold out, so that's joined the roses, sorry. The Sunflower Fields has gone. That's for a little bit of spring and summer all year round.
We've not got many left then, have we now?
So
they are so
cute
though.
Dog with a butterfly, that's still there, but that's going quickly. The peacock is still there as well, as is the butterfly, but they're going fast.
Okay, so I'm going to go back now up to the top section where I started and start on my eye. So tap my tray again, flip them over to the right way around, put my little tool on top. I haven't needed to put any new wax into here either. So we just carry on using the eyes, which is like a very, very pale blue, onto here, and fill all those little gaps in on here, and you can see how that comes together really quickly. It's a very methodical technique.
Yeah.
So you don't have to have any specific skill. You know, lots of people do this. Children do this. It isn't classed as a toy, of course, so do be careful because obviously they're small crystals. But I have worked with Fatima's lovely children, and Fatima might be watching over in Egypt today. But Fatima's two girls, Noor and Miriam, they love doing crystal art, and they're 7 and 8 years old.
Yeah, perfect.
So they can do them. I started them off. I used to sit with them at first. They do them completely unattended. And I've heard younger children, 4 and 5-year-old, with the grandmas that doing them as well. So it depends actually on your own children's dexterity, how good they are to work with them. But by all means, there's no limits. You know, it's for anybody.
You know, sometimes it's the most affordable gifts that actually get used and get used the most after Christmas. I think this is going to be one of them. I mean, things that can cost many, many, many times the cost of one of these kits may get used a few times, and then it gets put away. Whereas this will be the gift that you keep on picking up, keep on having a go with, and of course then you can display it. So
you'll stay until you finished it, and then you put it up in your house.
Exactly.
So it's something that you're going to keep forever. And lots of people, I know people that have actually bought them, and they are making up the complete piece to give as a gift. And then I have other people that have actually bought the kits to give to people as a gift. So it's entirely up to you which way you're going to do that.
Now, a couple of the sunflowers have bounced back. Someone changed their mind, or the card didn't go through or something. So if you want the sunflower, there's a couple available. If you're quick, I suggest the website's probably the best way. Butterfly now is limited stock, the one that obviously Dawn's working on at the moment. Less than 10% of that. Mine's still safe at the moment. Now, that surprised me. I thought this would be one of the first ones to go. The little Labrador puppy with the butterfly on the nose.
So I'm now moving on to my third colour. So I'm going on to the bee. Not a bumblebee, but the bee, which is actually a brown. And picking those up and popping those onto the bee. So again, just keep your tool vertical. Pop that directly onto the gems, so following all of my little gems on the bee area. I missed one, picking one up there.
I'm glad you said what you said earlier on. I didn't realise you actually get so many more crystals than you actually need.
20% more crystals we always put in there. And then those are really great because you can use them on other crafts as well, you know.
Your idea of shaker cards is a good idea.
Yeah, the shaker cards. The lady sent a shaker card in that she'd done with hers, and another lady sent us photographs of what she's been doing. It's always nice to see what people create with them. And we do have a very active crystal art Facebook page now where people share their ideas and tips and post what they've been making and chat together. So it's always really lovely getting that feedback, and we chat to people and say what would they like to see coming in their new designs, and you know, so we do really value customer feedback and take that on board.
I'm really enjoying doing this.
Coming next year. It's very relaxing, Dave. You know, if I've done sort of a hard day working and designing, and I'm sat making cards and I've got all sorts of things around me, I still like to sit at night and do a little bit of crystal art, because you can escape into your own little world with this. You don't have to think a great deal. You're just literally following the colour coding.
Now, your butterfly, Dawn, has gone. Sold out completely.
Ooh, okay.
My dog and my butterfly is limited stock. That's what I've done on mine already. You can see it's not taking me that long, and I've been talking away as well at the same time. But look at how much I've done so far. I've got one upside down
Exactly,
there.
and I've done that little bit. You can see how much I've done during that time frame. It's come down the side of there. You see, I've just worked down the side, done a little bit at the top, and it's working right down the side. So it's quite fast. So this one you could complete in an evening if you were quite ardent.
And it is a hard board, so you can easily have it on your lap. And remember, you are getting the easels to display it once you've done it as well, which you can use for other things if you choose to. OK, have a little look at our website. Now, we're going to look at some of the larger ones, including the iconic tiger picture. We'll look at that in more detail in a second. Look at the 5-star reviews for it as well, people who've bought this before. It is back in stock by popular demand. All of these other great goodies are available as well. We've got some great cards that you can make with crystal art. You've also got some fantastic glitter tape there as well. So tons of things. If you have a little look at hochanda.com, you'll see everything that you need. Right, now, what about the biggest and most incredible crystal art picture? This has sold out, I think, twice before. It is back today. We don't have as many of them as we would like, but we do have a few. This is just the most striking image, isn't it? I don't know how many thousands of crystals are on here. This is going to be something that will take you time to do. But anything worth doing, it's worth spending and investing the time in it. And what an amazing work of art that you'll have to put up in your home, like Dawn's going to put up in hers. The colours are amazing. The eyes and the face of this incredible beast, absolutely beautiful. 40% of the stock of this is gone. It's $49.99. And you can look forward to hours and hours and hours of fun doing this stone by stone, gem by gem. It's a 70 by 70 size of canvas. It's a canvas that's not bouncy, because if it were, it would be a nightmare to put those crystals on. It is a boarded canvas, so it's a rigid, strong surface that the stones are going to adhere to. And again, you just have to look at the images and the numbers and the letters, and then, of course, you match them up with the colours, and away you go. £25 on FlexiBuy today as well, so you can spread the cost over 2 payments if you wish to. £25 today plus your P&P if you're not a Freedom member, and then £25 in 4 weeks' time. That item number, if you would like this, it has been a bestseller before, 020825. It is guaranteed pre-Christmas delivery. If you order it now, it will be dispatched tomorrow by Craft Buddy. It will be on its way to your home straight away, or stay. There we go. Fab. So that is 020825. Then next we got the iconic Big Ben, which is covered in scaffolding at the moment, but not on this picture. And the Palace of Westminster there as well, the iconic black taxi and the Routemaster bus. Images instantly recognised globally. Here we've got probably about half of the picture is covered with the crystals. The skyline isn't, that's printed, and it's a wonderful kind of purpley mauve colour. And then the rest of it is completely crystal. So all of the building, all of the road, and the vehicles as well, all crystal. £27.99. That measures 40 by 50 centimetres. OK, that's 259644 if you'd like the London skyline. And then, same artist that did the tiger, we've got our fantastic, we're calling this, was this wolves? Sentinel Wolves is the name of this particular picture. Look at their faces again, though. That's what makes this picture for me. Wonderful, wonderful image. Very powerful. 30% of the stock of this is gone. This, again, is on a boarded canvas, so it's, again, strong and rigid, not bouncy, and a really lovely image. And remember, even when these are on the wall and they're not actually moving, like I'm moving them at the moment, it's your movement walking past them. And as the light hits them, whether it's artificial light, whether it's sunlight, daylight, whatever, you'll see they just really do shimmer without any effort whatsoever. £29.99 the kit. This is an edge-to-edge kit again, remember, so crystal right the way from the top to the bottom and from side to side, and that's under £30. 303303 is your item number. Now, the crystal card kits, remember, the his and hers, this is a new configuration that's been put together, and here you're getting 5 cards, and they won't take long to do at all. It takes probably about, I don't know, half an hour to do one of those. And it's £19.99, but it's on a Freedom discount as well. So if you're a Freedom member, you pay only £17.99 delivered for all 5 of those crystal art cards. You've got the, just so you know the images, you've got the cupcake, you've got the Keep Calm, It's Your Birthday, you've got the King of Hearts, you've got the Flourish, and you've also got the Ballerina as well. All of those, £17.99 for all 5. Excellent. And they're not just like birthday cards. They can be for any occasion. Actually, none of them say, it's just Keep Calm, It's Your Birthday is the only one that's got any reference to special occasions, really.
OK, now then, when you actually open your kit, and you've got a complete one there, Dave,
Yep.
or I've got one here. When you open your kit, what you'll get in here is your envelope. You get your card that, again, has that clear film over the front of it, and each of the little dots actually has adhesive onto them. So those dots are sticky, ready for you to put your jewels on. You see there, that sticks onto there. You then get your little bag, And just in case you open them all and get mixed up, on the reverse of your card, you have an alphabet, and your bag will have the alphabet on there too, so you're never going to get mixed up with them. What you then get inside your little bag is all the packets of gems here, and each of these gems packs actually has a code on them that correspond to the codes on the card as well. So if we have a close look there, you'll see that you've got little codes that work with them. You're then also getting in this set, and this is one that we've opened just to touch up another card, you get your little tray and your little magic pickup pencil. So this is slightly different. This is a white waxy pencil. Works in exactly the same way. All you have to do is sharpen these pencils to reuse them. So if I have a little look at number 1, which is the frosting on the top of my cupcake, and I put some of the number 1 into my little tray, the same system applies. You tap this, that flips them over the right way round, you peel back the film, and then you just pick up those little crystals, it sticks to the pencil, and you start to position them in place onto your card. And it's as simple as that.
It's so much fun, but it's also so simple and so easy. And I'm doing number 1 as well, which is, in my case, with my card here, black crystals, which is the frame around the King of Hearts.
And this, again, it gives you 20% more crystals than you need. So a great tip is, obviously, these crystals don't have adhesive on the back of them, but you can use all those extra little crystals if you get hold of my glue, of course. And I use the glues by just popping little dots of the glue on there, like so.
Your top-rated glue?
Yes, 5-star reviews on the website. Thank you, everybody. So little dots of glue onto there. And then you can pick up your crystals and just pop that directly on top. And again, the glue will grip that onto the card. This time you'll have to leave it to dry. But you put the crystal on while it's wet. So your extra little crystals can be used for decorating other cards or decorating your envelope. So it's great that you've got that extra bonus. Or if you spill some on the floor, you know that you've still got those crystals
and for
left
so many people, this is where a lot of people who now do the bigger pictures started. Because think of these as like little miniature pictures, really, but they are going to be the cards that you give the special people in your life. You know, the one that you've maybe taken an hour to do, that's going to be really cherished by the person that receives it. I'm just doing the black frame at the top there at the moment, but it's really, really therapeutic and enjoyable to do.
It's nice, isn't it? If you actually buy a finished card, a sparkly card like this, you could pay £5, £6, £7 if you look at the shops or on the internet. So you're making your own, they can be made into something different. Now, if you are a crafter, you might want to take it a step further, do some matting and layering, perhaps put a ribbon on there. Now, the card stock that we've got on the show, the 100 mixed cards, so I've made a card here, and I wanted one to be a little bit bigger. So what I've done, I've taken one of the pieces of card, and this is the A4 size. I've folded it to the size I wanted it to be. I've cut another piece out of a second one, and I'm going to pop that into there. So I've got a full piece on the in and outside. So I'm just going to use my glue to stick this together, which is my quick grab glue. This is on the website for you. And we'll just pop that into there. And then I've taken some of the pink that's in the same set, the 100 mixed cardstock, and a mat onto here, and we'll pop that on the front. And then I've taken some of our glitter card, which really beautifully picks up some of the foiled highlights in this butterfly card. And I actually cut down the front of the butterfly card because I wanted it to be a little bit smaller to sit onto there. So I haven't gemmed this one up yet. I've got to gem this one. And this will be so lovely though. So it's easy to cut down without the gems on. They're the size that you want it to be because they'll pop off when you put them in your trimmer, I found from past experience. So now I've made that a little bit of a bigger statement piece there into a bigger card, and we could put a little bow on the top corner, we could add additional gems into the corner as well, would look quite pretty. So it just makes a little bit more detail there, Dave. And then I'm going to gem that up now, and I've got a pretty card.
Excellent. So you can personalise however you wish and put your own twist on it. You don't have to stick to the way the card's been designed in the first place.
And sometimes I've even cut into them.
Yep.
You know, I've cut into the detail, cut the butterflies out. We do have a whole host of different designs of crystal art cards. So if you check out the website, you'll see those designs there. We've got some larger ones. We've got skulls. We have dogs and cats, and I don't know if we've got much stock left of the Christmas designs now, but you can certainly check on the website. If you want a special card to hand deliver on Christmas Day, you would get this in the next couple of days, so you could still do that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, any of these cards you could do probably in about an hour.
Yeah, these are an hour card, yeah easily. And as I said, they're great little mini kits to give to people. So maybe you've got the grandkids coming over for Christmas and you want to keep them quiet, then this is a perfect thing for them to do. You know, rather than being sat in front of the TV, it's great because it's, you know, it's a social skill. They can sit and chat together while doing this. Gives them great dexterity as well. Eye-to-hand coordination as well.
You don't have to be an artist, you know, provided you can hold a pencil. You can do this. It's as simple as that. And the sense of achievement when you actually finish it and see the sparkle coming off of it, it's unlike any other cards that's on the market, as far as I'm aware. It's really unusual.
They are lovely, and we've got some great things planned for next year. So
good.
Watch this space. The phenomenon of crystal art is going to continue, no doubt.
Well, I know Gary, it's his baby, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Gary that deals with all of this side and the development of it. Yeah, it's his thing. Dino and I do pretty much everything else, but this is Gary's. So he just asks us now and then, what do you think of this? But yeah, it's a lovely craft to do though, and it's guys that do this, it's ladies, it's the elderly, it's the young. I've not known anybody that hasn't taken to it like a duck to water and that loves doing it. And it's a transportable craft because it's a small kit. You take this away with you again if you're going away. I've known people sit on trains at a table and do this. I've done this on the airplanes because there's no sharp tools in here.
No.
So if you've got a long flight ahead of you, you're going away for Christmas or for New Year, then this is the perfect thing to put in because I get really bored on a long trip, believe you me, you know?
And if, like Emily, you get delayed at an airport for 5 hours because of bad weather, then this is perfect, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can make 5 cards in that time, Emily, if you're taking these with you.
Yeah, it's horrible. So it is the sort of thing that you can slip in your hand luggage. They're very light. You know, they don't weigh a great deal. So it is a transportable craft. It's easy to take with you. So I think it's perfect craft for anybody to have a go at. You know, if you've known somebody for a little while that's kept saying, I want to do something different, I want a new hobby. And lots of people say that in the new year they're going to start a new hobby. Or if they've just retired as well. If somebody's just retired and they'd like to have a go at doing something different, then this is something that they don't have to be too challenging. It doesn't take a lot of investment from products, you know, to tools or anything like that.
We call it bling by numbers. I mean, I grew up with painting by numbers, and that's something I used to love doing when I was a kid. Well, this was never around then, but this is the sort of thing that you can really enjoy doing and not really think much about. It's a great way of switching off as well. And that's the thing, if you have stressful travelling or have a stressful job, to get home and just kind of forget all the worries of the day and just immerse yourself in something like this is great.
Well, you do. You get into your own little world, don't you, while you're doing this. And you can, I mean, I've done this, you know, and it's been 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and I haven't realised, because you do one colour and you just think, oh, I'll just do the next colour. I'll just do this bit. I'll see how it looks when I just do this corner here. And then, oh, I'll do the next bit and the next bit. And then before you know it, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you think, oh, my goodness, I have to be up at 8 and I haven't got...
Now, if you're wondering about why we're tapping the little trays, if you tap the trays, a lot of the crystals jump and then flip over the right way. You need to have them pointed side up, so that's how you need to have them in the tray, so they're flat side down. Yeah,
the faceted side has to be facing upright, and the flat back is what sticks to the glue. So you want to just tap onto the top of the crystal with the little pencil, and that picks up those crystals. Now, occasionally you might find if you're pressing down quite firm, you might get a little bit of the white of the pencil coming onto the crystal. You can easily just rub that off there, so don't worry too much about it. But it's better to rub it off after you finish all of your crystals. If you try and do it before, it can stick onto a little bit of the glue of the next crystal. So do that towards the end. And then those extra crystals, as I said, we can use them to decorate the corners of our cards. We can use them on other projects as well.
I like your shaker card idea.
Yeah, the shaker card's quite a nice idea.
Because they will really sparkle beautifully well.
And if we position these, for example, now, and I've had Carol, actually, who's been messaging me on Facebook, said to me that, you know, she's not always put her crystals on quite in the right position. So if you have got the other tools, you can do that, Carol, but what you can do is just use your pokey tool and give them a little nudge to put them in the right place. So just nudging them over onto those circles so that you're not seeing the design behind does help, and it looks more professional on your finished piece of work. So spend a little bit of time to do that. Now, do be careful, please don't once again pull the whole film off. Work your film back. You can see what I'm doing. I'm moving that film back as I'm working my way around the actual canvas, and I'm protecting that bottom area there, because if we handle too much the area where the adhesive is, it won't be as tacky to actually hold that gem on.
Exactly, and you don't want to get dust on it or anything like that, or sticky fingerprints.
No, and as you've just seen me do then, I'll pop it back down, I'll give a little bit of press over those areas that I've just stuck those crystals onto to make sure that they're actually stuck on in place. There we go, and just keep going, and you'll see this one, I could do this one probably in a good half an hour.
Yeah, me too, actually. I'm a good, at least halfway around my frame on my card.
Yeah, you want to do it though, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You don't want to stop.
It.
Okay, let me quickly remind you, I'll just tear myself away from my card for a second. Now, this is what you're going to get if you're going to go for this particular bundle. They call it the his and hers because basically it's for everyone. You've got the cupcake, you've got the keep calm, it's your birthday, you've got the ballerina, the king of king of hearts, sorry, and also that lovely flourish that Dawn's working on at the moment. $17.99 is your freedom price delivered. Otherwise, it's $19.99 plus your $2.95 postage. So by being a Freedom member, you're going to be saving $4.95 because you get your £2 discount off the already discounted price, and then you don't have to worry about the P&P either. 797620. Now the tiger. Hello, tiger. Here he is. He's really, really impressive. Incredible picture, this. Great artwork. And down here, this part of the picture and here is just printed, so there's no crystal on there at all, but the rest of the picture, apart from this bit up here, the rest of it is completely smothered and covered in crystals, and it is quite the most incredible work of art. Now, if I just lift it up so the lights aren't flaring on it so much, look at that. You just walk past this, if this is on the lounge wall or the hallway wall, walk past it and it will just appear to kind of come to life, because that's the effect that the crystals give it. That movement and that wonderful sparkle. $49.99 is your price today. It is on FlexiBuy as well, so if you want to have this and spread the cost into 2 payments, it's £25 today, plus your P&P, and £25 in 4 weeks' time. Approaching 2/3 of the stock of the tiger is gone. We've only got a third left, so if you want to grab him, please do. He's sold out twice before. He's back by popular demand, just £25 today. 020 825. Then we go to our London skyline, remember? Westminster, Palace of Westminster, Big Ben, Route Master Bus and the London Taxi. There that is for just £27.99. Again, this is one that will take you a little bit of time and not too much, because half of it is printed. That lovely... Also, it looks quite a threatening sky, doesn't it? Like a mauvey purple sky. But the rest of it down here, the building downwards, is all set with those crystals right the way to the top of Big Ben. So that is £27.99, and the detail is phenomenal. Really, really is. 259644. The bus is going to Piccadilly, evidently. Yeah. Thoughts for Circus, Westminster Elephant? Yeah, yeah. And then over here, we've got our final one on the easel just here. The Sentinel Wolves are just quite majestic. They're beautiful, aren't they? Look at their faces. Look at those images. Where would this go? I reckon lounge, dining room, hallway, all of the above. It would look gorgeous. This is an edge-to-edge crystals picture as well. From the top right the way down to the bottom, there's no just printed areas here. The whole thing is set with crystals, so the whole thing shimmers beautifully. £29.99. That's a 40 centimetre by 50 centimetre canvas. All of the canvases, by the way, are wooden at the back. Now, you may not realise that that's a big deal, but if that was just canvas, that would be incredibly bouncy, and you probably find that the actual crystals wouldn't stick to it very well. So it's got a rigid frame, which means that it's dead easy to put the crystals on. Over half the stock of this picture has gone. 303 is your item number if you would like to go for the Sentinel Wolves. And then the website's got everything else that's related to the show today. including that fantastic A4 cardstock bundle that we've got there. 100 A4 sheets, and the GSMs vary and the textures vary, but it's a lovely mixture delivered to your door. And remember, if you're a Freedom member, you don't have to pay the postage because it's already in your membership. £16.99 if you'd like to go for that. And also some other kits that are there as well. We've got Dawn's Deluxe bracelet kits available too. I think we're going to move on to those now. And we've got... that's the California bracelet kit there. So this one that we're looking at first, we've got lots of them here.
And I actually think, I thought all the samples I got here, but I think they're over there. Howard's having a little look for some of them. But I have got mine that I'm wearing. This is the gorgeous red one. So I've got some of the finished samples.
Very festive.
I know, this is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now you're getting a whole selection of different straps like this that have crystals, they have metallic effects onto them. This is our Californian bracelet there.
Right, yep.
So you're getting all of these wonderful crystals. Howard's found them, bless him.
And this makes 4 bracelets because you've got basically 4 magnetic clasps in different widths. So you can make 4 different widths of bracelets.
Yeah, so your contents of an actual kit, I've got the contents here of this particular one. So this is what you're getting in a kit. So you will get a selection of wonderful leatherette thongs here, braids, metallic effect. This is the pink one. I thought we had got the rose pink one still available on there. So I think we just sold out of silver last week, so we did have this one as well. But the new colours were the ruby, the sapphire and the chocolate, and the pink should still be available. So the pink does go with the rose gold and works really nicely. So what you're getting in here is your 4 clasps. You're getting the actual thongs like this for you to work with. You are getting the glue as well and the little nozzle with the Californian bracelet. You can make 4 of them, and as Dave's got them out here, these are some of the beautiful chocolate brown ones. Now you can do a double wrap like this of that wonderful animal print one, and that could also be a choker. So these could be chokers should you wish. You could do 3 because your clasps are different sizes on there, and you're actually getting 4 different clasps. So you get 2, I think, of the small ones. I can't quite get that pack open here. 2 of the small ones. 1 of this one, 2 of those, 1 of that, and 1 of the big one. So this is your chocolate brown here, and again, it's up to you. Dave's got another chocolate brown there. It's up to you how you mix them and how you create them. Very simple to do. All you're doing is cutting the thongs to the size that you want them to be, and you've actually, if you cut them in half, it's most average wrist sizes, so you can do 2 of them. And then you put your glue, and you get the glue, which is this one in that kit there.
Now, this is the B6000 glue. That's professional jewellery glue. It really is tough stuff, but treat it with respect because it is incredibly strong glue.
Yeah, I've stuck my fingers together before, which is not ideal. So you glue there. So you're actually putting the glue in the clasp, pop one side in, leave that to dry completely, and then make sure that you're actually putting this on the right side, because I put it the wrong side before, like so. So I literally do that to make sure I'm getting it the right way. And then I pop my glue in here, and we can do that with this one. Pop the glue in there.
You put quite a generous amount in.
Yeah, and then you just lay that down and leave it to dry. You don't want to move it, you want it to stay still, because I've been tempted to whip it up and get it off much quicker, and then I'm disappointed because it's not stuck properly. So please do. Don't put too much in either, because if you put too much in, it'll come out and go on the actual leather straps, so you don't want to do that either. And then just lay them nice and flat like so, and feed all of those. So I need to perhaps just trim that to make sure it is completely flat at this side, because there's no point it being at different angles. While I do that, Dave, do you want to show the other colours that you've got there?
Now, the other colours that we have available are... We've got ruby, sapphire and chocolate. Okay, so the ruby is this wonderful red, as you can see here. Ruby, sapphire and chocolate are the 3 colour choices we've got there. So all these different types of... We've got like a leopard or an animal print. You've got like a glitter finish and those wonderful crystals on there as well. So that's the ruby. The sapphire is a relatively new one. It's like that beautiful denim blue that you've got here, and you get, again, lots of different textures. You've got some that have got sparkle, some that have got plaiting on them as well. And you, like Dawn was saying, you choose the order in which you put them into the clasp, and it is really very, very strong, professional glue.
You can plait them as well if you wanted to, Dave. You know, if you want to do them a little bit different. Some of these you will see are twisted.
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, some of these could be worn by a guy as well. I mean, certainly the plaited
I know
ones.
you've made one, haven't you? You've been wearing it.
Yeah, I've been wearing it, absolutely. In the blue, that was as well, like a denim blue. So, what was the other colour?
The chocolate, the ruby,
Chocolate
and the
brown.
blue. The chocolate brown, which is the one here that we've just shown. So that's the chocolate. I was just going to lay them out the front and you can see all of those colours. So that's your chocolate brown. And again, you can double wrap or you can single, depending on the width that you would choose.
And there's the ruby.
And then the ruby red is that beautiful collection there, and that's the one that I'm wearing. So those are the 3 colours that are there. And I've got this ready now. So I've cut them all to the right size. So then all I need to do is just feed them into here. Some of the thicker ones take a bit of a wiggle to get them in. But once they're in, then you need to leave this nice and flat. So if you wanted to plait them or twist them, we could do that, but you do that at this stage before you actually stick them in, obviously.
I left it overnight just to play safe.
I do. It does take, should be dry in a couple of hours, but you know, I like to leave it overnight and then I'm sure 100% that it's stuck in. And, you know, people, I have bought a similar bracelet and paid about £70 or £80 for it.
Yep.
And people are making these and selling them. And, you know, I've been making them. Lots of people have been asking me if they can buy them. So I'm selling them too. And you can pay £15, £20 for one bracelet.
Yep.
And you are able to make 4 bracelets here for £18.99. So that's 4 really nice Christmas gifts.
Absolutely.
So that's all I do. I leave that to dry now. Once that's dry,
that's
magnetic
£4.75 a
clasp.
bracelet, and you can sell them for £15 each, easily, maybe between 15 and 20. And they look fantastic when they're on, they really do.
So pretty.
Very fashionable.
So
I like the idea to plait them, actually.
Yeah, it is nice. So that's our Californian bracelet. Really quickly, to show you the shimmer bracelets. These 2 different colours in these. These are the ones that I did pay £90 for. And you've got 2 colours. You've got the antique gold, the antique silver. They are so glamorous. They're a memory wire bracelet, so they cling to most wrist sizes. There's no problem whatsoever. You don't have to have a specific wrist size with this one. It looks gorgeous on there. In this one, you're actually getting crystals, you're getting end caps, your glues. You can make 4 bracelets out of this.
And look at the price. 4 bracelets for £16.99, so just over £4, about £4.25 per bracelet, and it's 750-571. Dawn, when are you back tomorrow?
11 o'clock and 4 tomorrow.
OK, see you tomorrow. I'll be back in a little while, in a couple of hours' time. Matt's got a brand new one-day special coming up soon as well. But go and have a look at the website for everything that we've just shown you. See you later. So yes, it's Colour with Spectrum Noir, our one-day special, coming up in just a second. It's final call for that. Then it's our brand new one-day special from Tonic, launching at 6. And I'll see you with Craft Yourself, certainly the big save at 7 o'clock, and another look at the one-day special at 8. All coming up here on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Shelley from Craft Creations. Craft Creations has been around for 30 years. It started off in the director's bedroom, just a few card blanks, and we've grown and grown. We now manufacture die-cut decoupage, we do our printing, we manufacture card blanks and peel-off stickers as well. We love coming on Hochanda to bring you all of our products to show you just how to make some really beautiful cards. One of the things that we are really famous for is our peel-off stickers. So we have the gold label peel-off sticker range. We have lots of different colours, plain colours, glitter colours, literally every single colour under the sun. So make sure you don't miss the Craft Creation shows here on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay, and together with my husband Alfie, we have a little stamp manufacturing company called Indigo Blue. We started off in our garden shed, and now we have a lovely family of people working together to make gorgeous rubber stamps. And now we're actually working with Hochanda, some like-minded people, to really bring all that inspiration to you at home.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I'm a member of the Creative Expressions team. Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps, and I also have my paper pads and Cosmic Shimmer products that coordinate perfectly. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my shows where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
Hey there, a really good evening to you. It is our one-day special final call, your last chance, and your last chance this year as well, guaranteed for Christmas delivery, to get hold of probably one of the biggest savings, if not the biggest saving of the year on any one-day special. It's working out not at £3 or £4 or £8 or £9 an alcohol pen, which some artists can spend, but it's working out at £1 per pen today. And that doesn't even include the DVD 2.5 hours or the storage trays to store, and let's face it, to sit pretty on your craft desk at home, all of your alcohol pens and markers. It is a phenomenal one-day special. We love Spectrum Noir. Over the years, it's become a real household and crafting household name with millions of pens sold worldwide, literally millions. There's a reason why, and there's nothing like an independent review from somebody just like you. So during this show, while we've got less than an hour to go on the whole one-day special, while we've got that time ticking away, jump onto the web now and have a look for reviews of the Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, and you'll see why people can achieve things like this. Artists and crafters just like you, just like me as well. I can pick up the pens and I can get a three colour blend with the Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, not only on card and paper, but also on craft metal, on wood, on pearls, on jewellery and embellishments, on lace and on ribbon as well, and even on acetate. You can't help but show off what you can do with the alcohol markers. They are amazing, and there's a reason why we've been so busy today. That saving is real. Over £100 saving, and we've got FlexiBuy as well. 3 payments to spread the cost across December, January and February, and it's 3 payments of £40 that will make your one-day special. I should point out that there's another even bigger bundle. Before you make your purchase, wait on. Debbie Fisher's here from Crafters Companion to tell us more and show us more as well. Debbie, it's so nice to see you.
Hello, Matt.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do today.
I know, and I'm just super excited because we've had such busy shows. The one-day special has been amazing, and what I love is our Spectrum Noir range has been around a little while now, but alcohol marker colouring is still as popular as ever, and there's still so many new customers out there that are sort of thinking, I don't know if I can do that, because you know, and it's a considered purchase, but for £1 a pen, I think that makes it now affordable. We've got the core products in this one-day special, so we've got the 12 packs of 6. These are the core items here. By bringing here, we've got all these different packs. So these are the 6 that are in the 12 pen pack. Now, what we've also got is then the nature and the vintage pens, which are the 24 packs to go with it. So they fill in some of the gaps there. We've then got the DVD. You know what, Matt? That for me is invaluable. It is absolutely, because this DVD, in fact, I have to say, it's one of my, I think, the best DVDs that we've had out. Because not only has it got tutorials for Leanne and literally guiding you, holding your hand, teaching you how to colour, it's also got printable elements for you to practice. Now, practice, as we all know, makes perfect. So you just keep printing out, you just keep colouring, you just keep getting that blend, and you will get there, I promise you. You will be an expert colourist.
Yeah, on these colour swatches here, these are the packs of 6 that have been originally released as well, and you can get the blends from these, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah. So they're done in all these different tones that will actually work work together. So if we just take the front one here, so our tan one here, our browns, we've got two of we've given you a mixture. So we've got the tan browns, we've got the earth browns, we've got the golden browns in there, and we've given you a couple of pens of each in those ones. So you're able to blend each of those together, so they work really well. So it makes the system really easy to do.
So you'll talk us through which colours can blend, etc., and how to read all these codes. So don't worry, I'm sure you've got loads of questions so far thinking, what does TN stand for? Tan, and also the earth brown as well, dark green,
that's it. You've got it, Matt.
cool green. So it does make sense, and it will make sense. So don't worry about any questions you've got so far. But what you will notice is the numbers and basically the full 216 pens fills in those gaps.
Absolutely. So that's what happens. So these ones are your essentials that you'll need to start blending with. In the big essential one, which is everything, that fills in the complete gaps. And then you can start blending more, you'll start getting more confident with it. They'll be amazing. Yeah,
but you can still do it with, yes, you've got every pen in the 216 pen collection, which we'll get to, but you can still, this is like the starter set, and you've got your botanicals and your vintage. Those are the newer boxes. Those have just been released like this year.
Yes, they have,
Some of these cards are just amazing, Debbie, to have a look at.
So just really lovely. Now, what alcohol colouring does, it takes colouring to a new level. We all remember felt tip pens. You know, they're scratchy, you can't blend. With alcohol markers, you know what, Matt? I would say about 7 or 8 years ago, the alcohol markers hit our industry with force because people just wanted to colour. But you know what? Each pen, you're talking maybe £5 or £6 a pen. Then we've now come up with this system that makes it easy to use and affordable. So for £1 a pen, these are incredible value, and it's going to get you artist quality work. You're going to just be amazed with what you're able to do with them.
Which is why I encourage everybody watching, including you now, to go onto the websites around and about generally on the internet to read what crafters and artists are saying about the Spectrum Noir pens. Because the feedback's amazing, and you know, to know that you've got an artist grade, you know, alcohol marker out there for £1 a pen, and even then it's even better than that, isn't it, Debbie? Because that is saying £1 a pen, not including the storage and not including the DVD, which is £2.5.
And it's good quality storage. You'll notice that it keeps all your pens horizontal because what the pens have got is a dual side, so you've got 2 nibs on them, which is incredible. So what the storage does is equalises the pen, so whichever way you use it, it's always ready to use.
And look at these, black and white with the monochrome or with colour, getting skin tone, hair colour, blending on petals as well. I mean, look at that. Whether it's on card, shiny card, watercolour card, or specially formulated Nina card for the alcohol markers.
Absolutely, but also Sheila's stamping card, a lot of people don't realise that you can colour onto as well, and it absorbs the alcohol markers beautifully.
Funny you should mention the Sheila stamping card, because that's available today on this hour only on a happy hour deal. So this is the hour to get hold of it. We'll show it in a few moments' time, but you will be saving on that. Look at that as well. That's amazing. That's the Toadstool House. That's from the stamp set that's on today's show, the Fairies collection from the lovely Donna Ratcliffe, head of the design team for Sheila. This is a big bundle and a big saving. There's an even bigger bundle which we will mention, which plugs in all of the gaps to get you every single pen. But this is enough to get you going, and hence why a lot of people have been going for the one-day special today.
Yeah, absolutely. I think because we've made it affordable because it's on FlexiPay, Matt. But I think if you can stretch the pennies, go for the big bundle, because you've got every single pen that we have made in the alcohol markers of the Spectrum Noir, which is just incredible.
What we're talking about is the original 72. We've got here, plus the additional 48 pens that come in these boxes over here. In fact, you're getting so much you can barely see them behind the details there. But you've got your botanicals in the one with the green lid. That's the botanicals, and the vintage in front. Now, that's an extra 48 pens released in the last 12 months that are working towards giving you the complete system here. So you're getting 120 pens, working out at £1 a pen, because it's £120, and that's working out on the basis that your storage and your DVD, 2.5 hours long, are technically as bonus items. 167080.
I just wanted to quickly say as well that we will guarantee Christmas delivery as well.
Really important, really important.
Because if you want the most amazing gift ever, or want to surprise your loved one, Yeah, you'll get it before Christmas.
Imagine that. And the happy hour deal, we mentioned the Sheena stamping card. That's available today on this hour only, saving for you on the happy hour deal, but only for this hour. Now, normally we're looking at $19.98 for 120 sheets of for Sheena stamping card, but today saving £5. I know we haven't pictured the saving on there, but I can tell you verbally it's £5 off, making that $14.98 as opposed to $19.98. So save £5, but only for the next 50 minutes and 45 seconds as time ticks away on your final call on the one-day special. 965-246 to get that Sheena stamping card, which you can use. The Nina card's good for your alcohol markers, for your Spectrum Noirs, but you can still use your Sheena stamping card.
Oh, yeah, Sheena's stamping card is perfect, same as Nina is. There's lots of surfaces that you can colour onto. I mean, we've seen a sample earlier where someone's coloured onto cork. So it's amazing. We can colour onto materials. We can colour... I mean, we've got a board here as well, which we can colour all sorts of different embellishments as well. So, yeah, your alcohol pens are amazing. So looking at this board here, we've got wooden embellishments here. We've got all your pearls. Never buy just a plain... never buy coloured gemstones again. Just colour them with whatever colour you want to colour them with. It really is incredible. Go for your ribbons, your metal embellishments. So many different things that we can do with them.
I couldn't help but grab that card for your mixed media on acetate. I think that's really, really cool.
Incredible. No, so how to do that is either use some blending fluid that's especially for alcohol markers, or you can use nail polish remover as well, and that will do the same thing because it's a solvent.
Yeah, you can do so
and
much.
just dab like cotton wool over the top of coloured acetate, and that will do
blot it out. Brilliant.
And that will do that.
Do you know, all this is a bonus on top of being able to get a seamless colour blend, you know, with your stamps.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we'll do first, I just want to show you how the pens actually work. We've got this beautifully ergonomical grip on this because if you're crafting on a lap tray or anything in front of you, it's not going to roll away. It's going to stop where it is. We've also got two sides of the pen. So there we go. So we've got the bullet nib here. And then on the other side, we've got the chisel nib. Now, the chisel nib is great because it will give you a lot of colouring in there. But if you're someone that likes your pens to have that different look, in fact, I'm not going to do it on the red pen. I'm going to bring in another pen here. Let's bring in, I think, this one. Ah, there we go. So this one. Now, the reason I want to do that is because my brown is the sort of pen that I would use, the sort of colour I would use on my hair. Now, if you want to do hair, I would definitely suggest that I'm just going to find myself...
Do you want me to hold on to this for you?
What I'm trying to do, Matt, is just get myself a little bit of...
OK, well, we can show there the bullet nib for the fine detail, the chisel tip.
And all I'm doing is, because it's alcohol ink, so it will actually... So I'm going to just get a little piece of cellophane or something so it won't get onto my hands, and you just pull that piece off. Okay. Now, what I would suggest, you know, you get the little sippy lock bags. Yeah. Pop that into one of those so it doesn't dry out. Okay. So, because you don't want to ruin that. And then pop that to one side. What we've then also got is the Spectrum Noir nibs. So, and all you do with the replacement nibs, so you can buy these, you just pop them inside. And there we go, and that goes in, and you've got a beautiful brush nib which is perfect for hair, for your skin tones. And then just pop your lids on and leave that. That's the only time we tell you to put it this way. Okay. Because what that's going to do is just make sure that goes down. Now, we'll go back to this pen in a little while once we've done the demo.
But the alcohol ink is
and it's all seeping through. As soon as it's done that, go back to equalising the pen, lay it down horizontal, and then it'll be ready to go. But they are really brilliant at actually having those nibs on there.
The other way.
The other way.
And the reason why I knew that is because your bullet nib is marked by
You've been taking notice
light grey.
Today, haven't you?
Yeah, that's your light grey there. That means the bullet nib, and then the black collar is saying that's your chisel tip.
Absolutely, yeah, so you don't get confused when you're taking the lid off. Right, what we're going to do is show you exactly what to do and what not to do. I've got a chart here. So this tells me that all different ways of how I'm going to get that perfect blend. Now, this is used one of the stamps of Donna's stamps that we've got on the show, but you can actually use the printed elements on the DVD to print out some practice sheets, and you'll learn which colours will blend together. Now, the reason all these colours blend together is because they're the same colour family. Now, the same colour family, we've got dark reds, so we've got a 3, 6 and a 7. On this side here, we've got a dark red, but we've got it with a coral. So you can see that's not giving us a perfect blend on there. And the same here, we've got our BPs 2, 4 and 6, but then we've got our magenta here, and our pinks and our bright pinks. So these aren't blending as well together, and the same with the blues. So just practice, but keep in the colour families. If you're not used to alcohol colouring, keep in those colour families and you'll get a perfect blend. So I'll show you what we mean.
That's why with millions of pens sold worldwide, so many people have got on so well with the Spectrum Noires, because it's so simple to follow.
And it is fast becoming a household name, Spectrum Noir.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is use my chisel nib to give me a really good coverage. And using the lighter colour will actually give you the more lay down of alcohol, and that's what's going to help to blend. And then I'm going to go in, Matt, with my darkest colour. Now, don't be scared about this. These are from the same colour family, so I know they're going to start to blend. Now, how we blend them is doing a 3-colour blend, like Matt mentioned before. And then we go in with our darker one around the edges, or where we think the darker your shadows will be.
Yeah.
So just going round here. Now, alcohol ink, it dries quite quickly, but the whole time while it's drying, it's still working. So it's still blending itself. And then I'm going to go in with the medium colour and start blending those two in.
And you're choosing your areas to work in because of that drying time, aren't you? Yes. So you're keeping it compartmentalised. You'll do this bit and then move on to the other caps.
Absolutely, yes. If you let your ink dry too much, you're going to find it hard to get that blend. Okay. And at the end of the day, we want to try and get that perfect blend.
Yeah, the blend is what you want, yeah.
So we're
and the
just
blend gives you life. It gives you dimension and shine and body to your
Absolutely.
Your stems.
It gives you that depth, Matt. It gives you that flexibility with light source that makes everything pop off the page. And then what we're going to do is then re-go in with our lightest colour and start to blend those all together, which is just working beautifully.
Look at that.
And also, while I'm colouring, if I turn that round, you'll be able to see then how that's going. So it's starting to blend really well there.
Yeah.
Now, always, because you can see on the back, it starts to seep through. Always colour onto something, because that way it will soak through and it won't come back in. If you've got nothing, if I coloured onto a glass surface, all that's going to do is saturate back into my image and ruin it. Yes. Yeah. So always just colour onto some pieces of card, and that will give you a really good image. So I'm going to bring in these images here. So that gives you the 3-colour blend. You can start adding more and more colours and blending with more than 3 colours. But these here, Matt, this really gives you a good example of what does blend and doesn't blend. So this one here, we can see is actually blended beautifully, all with the wooden houses. On this one, although a lot of people would probably be pleased with that, it lays down beautiful colours and looks lovely, but we can see all this is totally 2 different colours. It is not blending how we want it to blend. So although this is okay, this is beautiful. This is popping out the page. This is giving us real depth to our images, and that's what alcohol colouring does when you get that 3-colour blend. And
the 3-colour blend is so easy to get using the Spectrum Noirs. Honestly, all you need to do is keep in mind, looking at these boards, is you're working with dark red, 3, 6 and 7, or bright pink, 2, 4 and 6, and not mixing and matching the letters. So, you know, you're sticking to DR, BP or TB, and then that way you cannot go wrong with your true blue, your bright pink and your dark red. Either way, if you're mixing that, then you will start to go wrong. And then you can see here on this other example here, you can see a brilliant blend, but then a kind of, you know, not so good. Yeah, let's not be rude, but yeah, not so good. But you can do this, and that's the reason why it's so popular the world over. That it's accessible. There's nothing difficult to remember, you could literally go to a stack of 216 pens and say, pick 3 very quickly that would blend.
Absolutely.
As long as they've got those matching letters at the start.
Absolutely. And if you do have any problems, watch the DVD and Leanne will teach you all the tutorials and how they're used.
Yeah, talking of the DVD, we can give you a little clip from that in a few moments' time as well. On the DVD, it's brilliant because you can pop it in your telly and watch it, and then pop it in your computer, and you've got lots of, like you say, the principal elements and the digital stamps. And the stamps that Leanne's using here are going to be the ones that you could then print and then use yourself. So
absolutely. All of these you can print, Matt. So this is showing like a just one colour and saturating.
Yes,
lovely. Oh, and sorry, yeah. So this is, and it's absolutely beautiful. So what's going to happen here? It's giving that one colour blend. You saturate the card, and it gives a smooth blend. So really lovely. And Leanne will teach you all of this and the different techniques that we can have with all of that. And she is our expert colourist, which really is quite amazing.
Sorry, but you need the 216 pens now, because you can see her sat there with them, you know. If you've got the One Day Special already with 120 pens, excellent, massive thumbs up, because you've got a really, really good start. In fact, you've got more than a starter, because this, the 72 pen selection, is a start. In fact, let's wind it even further back. Let's wind it to being able to walk into a store and say, at an accessible price point, $7.99, it would be to pick up 1 pack of 6 or another pack of 6. $8.99, I do apologise. So it would be, you know, your choice to go, OK, I'll have that, and then $8.99 times 2. And that'll be you getting started, because you'll get 6 pens that work together. 6 pens that get you a result. 6 pens that get you started. Or a 72 pen set, which could be seen as a starter collection. Having said that, you can get the initial 72 pens plus the extra 48 that have been released in the last 12 months, the botanical set and the vintage set. That's an extra 48 pens that fill in the gaps between the shades and the tones, OK? And then that's 120 pens. So you've got more than a start. A start is 1 or 2 packs. A starter set would be 72, but you've got even more than that here with today's One Day Special. And the best news is it works out at £1 a pen, not even accounting for your storage trays or the 2.5-hour DVD. So the storage trays and the 2.5-hour DVD are practically like a bonus if you work it out like being £1 a pen. Alcohol markers are brilliant, and there's a real need and a desire for them in any craft room. And you can see here the Toadstool House coloured in seamlessly and beautifully. And I think there's one common core element running through. I won't say it yet, I'll just let you have a look at the samples to see if you can guess what it's going to be, OK? So we'll have a look at the samples together, and then we're going to come back together and see if you agree with me on the one core theme running through on to answer the question why alcohol markers are so brilliant and so necessary and so cool at doing what they do, OK? So we'll keep that question in mind and have a look at all of these. Got that hair, you've got the clothing, you've got the shine, you have the realism to the toadstools, and again, whether you're in colour or black and white and monochrome, you've got real life to that stamp. Here, you've got, again, more depth and dimension, skin tone, hair, clothing, you know, everything, light and shade. It's bringing that stamp to life. If we can go sort of off on a tangent briefly and bring you back to the mixed media, it's to seeing what you can do on acetate. And while we're on that topic, do anything with embellishments and pearls and onto craft metal and onto cork and things like that and different materials. Let's bring it back to cards and stamps, which is where skin and clothing and sky and sand come into play, and wood. And then one of the best samples to show the great reason why alcohol markers belong in your craft room is to give you that realistic edge to both sky, foliage or tree lines, and then to houses and foreground detail, clothing and skin tone and hair. So what's that common theme running through if I hold all these 3 together? That common theme is, why do alcohol markers belong in every craft room? Getting the best out of every single stamp in your collection. Is your stamp collection running at 100%? Or are you stamping and colouring and thinking, oh, yeah, that'll do, that's all right, that's quite good, oh, I like that, you know. You'll love your results when you start to colour with Spectrum Noir alcohol pens. And how do I know that? By reading reviews from people just like you, and people that have bought a pack of 6, for £8.99, or a pack of 24, or the 72 pen starter kit. But here today, you're getting a really good start with the one-day special. 120 pens working out at £1 a pen, not even counting the storage and the 2.5-hour DVD. But hold on to your hat, because you could get the one-day special for £40 today, and then 2 more payments of £40 in January and February. For 167080 is your item number. Or you could get the even bigger 216 pen bundle on today, still at £1 a pen, not counting your storage, and you get even more storage because you've got more pens, and not counting your DVD. So even those are still as bonus items, maintaining that £1 a pen price point. 989 739. Everything we've said and done already so far today still applies. But for 216 pence, isn't that right?
For everything, yeah, for everything. And it's just amazing because it's £1 a pen, which means the DVD and the storage is an absolute bonus gift for you. And to get all of this is absolutely incredible, Matt, because there's so much we can do with alcohol markers, and it's just going to lift the lid off of all your creative ability, and you're just going to be able to do more and more. Use those toppers that you've coloured in, use accessories that you've coloured in, create all those toppers, use them on your photos as well. We're going to show that as well, hopefully, in the hour. Just so many options that you can do with every single colour. And not one is repeated, Matt. Completely different colours.
Not one tone repeated, not one colour repeated. So look at that. We have to keep pulling out on the camera. Literally wider and wider and wider to fit everything in. You still can't see it all. It's over there, the full storage, and the DVD there, the 2.5-hour DVD. Listen, you will get started with the one-day special, but you've got every... This is the codes here, and this pen set, 216 pens, it plugs every gap, doesn't it?
So these are the 72 core colours that will make your colouring easy and accessible to you. It will learn you how to create just masterpieces with your colouring. And then all the other pens here, they will fill the gaps. We then have the vintage and the nature, and they will give you that even more colours to add to your collections.
See, what you're looking at here, as you correctly say, Debbie, is the 72 pen tones. So that's the core 72.
Yes.
But you'll notice that you've got CT1, CT2, CT3. Actually, that's a bad example because you're getting all 4 there. There are 2 more to get, but let's choose a different one. CR8 and CR10 and CR11. There's a 9 that
will fill the gap. Absolutely,
yes. The 216 pen collection.
That's right. That's exactly what it'll do. So you'll get the odd ones, but all the in-betweens. So it doesn't mean because you haven't got that in-between one on that 72 that they won't blend, but actually you haven't got to worry about that because all of these will fill all of those gaps, and they'll all start to blend. What you'll also do, Matt, is you'll create little colour palettes for yourself and realise what will work for you. But these are the basics to start with. If you're new to alcohol colouring, these are your basics to start with that will teach you how to use alcohol markers.
So, for example, you've got PL2, 4 and 5, but this 216 set will fill in the gap there for the number 3, PL3. And then any other colours and numbers there might be for you, so that you've got everything. So you'll still get results with the 72 colours here, but you'll be able to blend every single colour and tone with the 216 pen set. A lot of people have been going for the one-day special, but at the same time, a lot of folk have been choosing this even bigger bundle today, because whichever one you go for, it's £1 a pen. And then you get the storage, albeit more storage with the 216 pens, because you get the full tower, of course, more trays, and you get the DVD there as a bonus when you work it out as £1 per pen. So important to be able to say that, £1 per pen, not 4 or 5 or 7 or 8 or £9 a pen, which some artists could pay. But you'll get great results with these. 989 739 is your item number, and for 3 payments of £72, you've got such colouring technology here. The happy hour deal is also there for you, and it's the Sheena stamping card in the white. We've only got, gosh, I'm glad we've looked at this now, because it just reminded me, 32 minutes left on the one-day special, 32 minutes on the final call show, and therefore also 32 minutes to get your happy hour deal, saving £5, making it £14.98 as opposed to the usual £19.98, and your item number there is 965246. Debbie, I'd like to think, tell me if I'm wrong about this, but you know how the Gemini, we've all got dies in our drawer at home that won't cut maybe, and then we say, look, pop it through your Gemini and see. You know, you'll get the value of that die when you get your Gemini home. It'll unlock it. Could the same be told for your stamps with the alcohol marker? Actually getting proper colouring ability to...
Oh, absolutely. I think we all know how to colour. Everybody knows how to colour. From a child of 2 that's scribbling, that is colouring. That's how we are being creative from a really young age. I used to think I was a brilliant colourist when I was a child, Matt. And it was only as I got older, and especially since I've joined Crafters Companion, that I've realised actually scratchy felt tip pens is not colouring. It's being creative, and it's a good thing, but it actually leads you on. And like you say, then we get the actual artist quality products that are usable for us, that makes it simplified. And that's the thing, we need things to be made easy to understand them. Now all it takes is a little bit of practice, and you're going to be able to do things. Now these sheets here, these are what you'll get on your DVD, so you can print this out. Now I'll show you that one, that is on the CD. You print that out, you've got a chart then to do it. You've then got a chart where you can actually colour them yourself. Now look at the difference in depth where that's actually used alcohol markers. That's why I just pop that down and turn them round. You can see where they've been coloured. So we've got one that's actually been coloured with the alcohol and one that's been printed. Now that makes a massive difference to get that depth in our colouring. And these are practice sheets that you'll be able to do, which is incredible. There's also practice sheets for dresses like this, so it'll help you to understand the colour combinations. And you can see, although they're in colour families, there is ones where we've then put in a different code combination to add some depth into it, so that is also possible. All these different vivid colours, and you think you're getting 216 different colours to be able to create just masterpieces with. So Matt, the hardest thing that a lot of people have difficulty with is skin and hair. So we're gonna, and again, I've got a little sheet here that I've printed out, and that is the fab thing about having a DVD with the alcohol markers, because we're giving you the education that goes with the pens, not just the pens and saying, right, just go and play with them, do what you want with them, and that's it. The education is so important. It's really good that we can have these images. We've picked images that we think will be quite good for you to learn how to colour, the contrast in the images. So what I've got to start with, I've got my lightest pen, which is an FS2, and I'm going to apply that all over her face. So what I'm doing is laying down the lightest colour, and it's the strongest of the alcohol. It's got the more alcohol content in it. And I'm not being too careful, just going over her face there. I'm then going to take my darker colour, so I've got a TN3. And I'm just going to highlight, so we'll put down in her nose and sort of round under her hairline. Now, when you start doing this, it looks a little bit scary, but it is how we start to blend. So I'm going to bring in that shading.
It's like Charlie when he's doing his foundation.
A little bit in. Does he contour?
Contouring. I'll have to ask him.
I'm then going to go in with my medium colour and start to bleed those in.
Just want it pointed out before Charlie's lawyers get on the phone. He doesn't wear foundation. Not all the time.
Yeah, not every day. I think there's nothing wrong with a bit of foundation, Matt.
Oh no, it can hide a multitude of sins, can't it? True.
And then we're going to go back in with our lightest colour and start to blend that in.
See, this is the magic now, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
How, you know, how I was being a bit silly there, talking about the contouring and everything, but that's what it looked like. You had very hard lines, but now this middle colour, this medium tone, the one from the middle, is blending the harshest lines, pushing the ink through, isn't it?
Absolutely. And it just gives us that, like you say, that contouring on her features, on her face, because our faces have shadows. They have different marks in them. We have those different tones.
Yeah, like raised areas, like the cheeks and the nose that catch the light. Yeah.
And the more that starts to dry, the more that starts absorbing, because the whole time that is blending itself. So you can see she's starting to get those real features. Yeah. I can then go in with her cheeks, and we can just give her some rosy cheeks there. And then just so we haven't got sort of really blunt edges, you can just go then round that so that sort of blends in. So it's looking like she's literally got some just beautiful rosy cheeks. And then we'll put some on the other side.
And again, there's the line that you can see, but now you're going to push that through,
and now
soften
we
it.
just, soften it down with our colour there. And you can see she's just starting to really come together. Her features look good. Now, what I would recommend is that you let it dry. Don't do any more, because you can definitely overwork it.
Right.
So you're better off just to leave it to settle and let the alcohol evaporate. And then I'll just do her neckline as well. So again, we're putting in the lightest alcohol, and then we're going to put in the darkest one. So we know where all her shadows will be, so we're just popping them in. And then I'm going to go in with the lightest colour. Oh, I've got my pink there. We don't want pink on her neck, do we? So again, just blending that out. And then we can go in with our lightest colour, which is our FS2, just to blend all those colours out. And that will all start to bleach and blend, and then we'll get that beautiful colour. Now, the other thing you've probably just seen me do is I've just gone over her lips.
Yes.
Now, we've got our, what we call the blender pen. I actually don't know why it's called a blender pen. It's more of a bleaching pen, because it is just alcohol. And you can just dot that where you want it. It's also a corrector, so if you go over the line, you can literally dot it on the line, push it through. You see her lips are starting to go white again now. And what that will do is push through onto the card underneath, and that we can get her lips back to that colour. And then I think all we'll do now, Matt, is just put a little bit of lipstick on her there to finish her off. But that is how you get your skin tones. Have a practice and just see how that all goes. And then if I bring in this one here, where we've done the hair and the skin tone.
And it's had a chance to dry and settle as well,
And
evaporate.
so once it's all dried and settled, you'll get that beautiful, dried, flawless image.
Yes, this is a wonderful demonstration there, Debbie. Thank you so much.
No
It's brilliant
problem.
watching that. Now, how many stamps have you got out there that involve skin tone or hair or clothing? I mean, it's just unlocking so much already from your stamp collection that you've already got. It's brilliant. Can we look forward to loads more as well? Because we've got just under half an hour left.
Oh my
there,
goodness,
Debbie.
we've got tons to do still.
Brilliant stuff. So loads more demonstration for you still to come. I've got some chance, just while Debbie thinks about what we're doing next, we've got some examples to show you too, just over here. Yeah, you've got this skin tone, hair and that colouring on a black dress. And interesting, just that colour black, but just given such a shine to it there. Time to party there with that. And then just have a look at some other materials. You've got a little note board here with a cork board. I mean, why not? Because you can go on to mixed materials. You've got your cork board represented there beautifully with your toadstool house. That's from Donna's latest design set. Donna Ratcliffe, the head of the design team for Sheena, and those stamps are available on today's show as well. And then going on to metal, so we've seen it onto cork there, but onto craft metal for this design with the flowers. Again, that looks absolutely stunning. Going on to acetate is an interesting one, because they are alcohol markers after all, so they'll go onto your wood, your metal, your pearls, as well as in this case onto acetate to get a bit of a mixed media flavour. But how many stamps have you got that involve flowers or faces or hair or skies or landscapes? Because even just the florals in your collection will hopefully be brought to even more life using the Spectrum Noir alcohol pens, just to get that shade and that blend. More to the point, you know, how many times do we see something on the telly, like on a cookery show or whatever, we think, oh, you know, they've been doing that for years. How am I going to do that? They're professional. They're the experts, you know. Yeah, it's true, you know. Artists do use alcohol pens and alcohol markers and really complex systems. And they spend something like £8 or £9 a pen potentially. But you are getting artist quality pens here, not only for £1 a pen, but you're getting a really usable system. A system that even I can remember with everything we've got to prepare during the day and stuff. I can remember it now, because you just choose 3 pens that have the same code, so TAN, TN, 3, 4 and 6, you know, or TN 1, 2 and 3, whichever numbers you're choosing. If you've got the full 216 pen set, you've got all of the numbers, no gaps. But even if you're getting the one-day special with the 72 pens plus the extra 48, you've got loads of pens there to get the blend with. You just pick 3, which have the matching corresponding code, with nearly 80% of that one-day special gone. That's big, and that's a lot of people that are going to get this home in time for Christmas, we might add. So this could be a gift for somebody. What a lovely gift that is. If you're looking to spend that on somebody very special these days, today and this Christmas, that could be a very, very nice gift indeed, or indeed a present to yourself. And also, I've got a few things in mind for me for after Christmas. So I'm going to look at what Christmas money I get, and I'm going to treat myself to a couple of new shirts, that kind of thing. It's about 2.5 years old now. But this offer is here now. So if you're planning ahead for Christmas money, thinking, oh, I'll wait till next year, this is here now. So it's £1 a pen now, and I can't remember the last time we had a comparable offer. So grab it now, and then if you have got any Christmas money like me, hopefully later in the year to spend, you've got it there to then justify it. Have a look at the website for reviews, because they will be saying, oh, hello, they will be saying everything for you. On Hochanda.com, we've got reviews for the 216 pens, and you'll see there, look, outstanding professional quality. Oh, sorry, I thought they were talking about to one of my shows. It's the cream of alcohol markers. I know. So yes, scroll down and you'll see both of them. It will take practice, which was explained on the video. Haven't really had a good go yet, but there you go. You've got the time, and you can pause, you can rewind the video, and you've got the DVD with it, plus all these CD-ROM elements to the DVD as well, because just pop it in your computer and it's got all the things that you can print out. So really, that person who left the second review needs to, if I can be a bit like a, I don't know, if I can hopefully not speak out of turn, believe in yourself, you know, because it is. It's possible. I can do it. I've done it. I've had to play live on air, and I got some really good results. So believe, honestly. It's so easy to remember the system.
Absolutely possible, and especially because of the deal that's been put together. You've got everything, right from the pens itself to the storage to then having that DVD, which is just invaluable. Yeah. So, embellishments. Now, we all know that we make a card, or we colour a card, or we use sort of backgrounds where we embellish, and then we can't get the embellishments we need to match. Yep. So with our alcohol pens, they will colour such an enormous variety of stuff, which is great. So we can see on this board here, I mean, going straight onto the wooden embellishments, that is amazing, because you don't need any primer. Even the googly eyes that have been coloured in a pink there, so which is incredible. All our pearls, our embellishments. Never buy any coloured gems again. Just colour them in whatever colour you want them to be in. We've got craft metal in here, we've got lace here, and we've got ribbon as well. It's just some incredible things, and that's just a few things we can do. I actually knew someone that stamped on their shoes and coloured their shoes in. We can go on to material. Just be careful, because it does bleed, but dot it on until it reaches the end of the lines where you want to colour it in. So really is amazing. So I've just got a few different embellishments. Things like metal, I've got like a plastic button. We've got this. Now, I love this one. And the other thing, and I haven't got any, but you know, you get those little glass like ornaments where they look a bit like a mirror ball, or even a mirror ball. You can colour. Oh,
I know the ones.
Glass,
the faceted.
the little glass.
We know those,
the mirror.
don't we?
Colour them in. That is incredible. My mum colours her earrings in. She's got loads of pearl earrings, and when she hasn't got the right colour, she comes and borrows my pen.
Oh, it's great going.
And colours them in.
So let's stop with £1 a pen now. So you should have 216.
I should get her some, really, shouldn't I? So, it flicks away there. But look how easy that is. It's just going on like a dream.
That's so pretty as well.
Yeah, really, really pretty. So, and you just put it on. Now, it'll get stronger the more you use it. Let that dry, and then you've got a beautiful button embellishment. These are lovely. You just dab this on, because these embellishments have got all like little rivets inside. Just dab that all over, and look at the difference that is making on that little gem.
Yeah, because that's got the AB, Aurora Borealis, already, but you can go over, because it is translucent, isn't it?
It certainly is, yeah, and that just looks incredible. And then we've got things like we've got a little pearly button. Now this one is sort of got ridges in it, but it's still, I mean, look how easy it is
still gets in there,
to colour them. And it's just so quick. That is a beautiful little embellishment that we've got there.
And this isn't going to wipe off or scratch off, is it? It's a permanent, like a...
It's permanent marker, yes. Yeah. So it's just going to get into all those pieces, all those little grooves, and just give you beautiful coloured embellishments on there, which is incredible. Right, I want to show you something pretty cool, Matt.
Yeah.
So, your organza ribbon. Now, it's pretty on its own, but we can go all out and do something really beautiful. Now, just use the bullet nib and take it, the chisel nib, and we're just going to take it on one side of the ribbon. I'm then going to grab a different colour, completely different colour.
I like this.
I'm going to turn that around.
It's sort of an ombre effect, isn't it? Yeah.
And we're just going to run that down. Oh, let's hold it a bit better. Hold that down that side there. Now, what we're getting here is a two-tone ribbon because it will bleed into the next one. Look how amazing that looks.
It's a lovely tone, that. And
it is so beautiful.
If you imagine being able to do that with your 120 or 216 pens.
Yeah, absolutely. All different colour combinations, but it looks incredible, and it's on both sides all around. So, really amazing. So, I'm going to bring in this now, Matt. So, what I like to do is give myself this little chart. Yep. So, you do all the little bits that you want to do, colour code them so you can remember what they are. So, I've put what they are, what they colour, which is really cool. And then have your card. So, this card, the background's been coloured with the pens. And we can coordinate all these little embellishments that we know are going to match beautifully with that card. So just amazing what we can do. Yeah,
it's brilliant. There's a bonus extra because you know you've got stamps there in your collection that have, you know, facial features, hair or clothing or skyscapes or landscapes that you know that you can get even better results from, courtesy of the Pounder Pen Spectrum Noir pens today. Yeah, but the fact that you can do all the embellishments as well, it's like a bonus extra.
Yeah, definitely. And there's little quirky things we can do. So I've got one, in fact, I've pinched just off Sarah, who done the show earlier this morning. She's left me one of her photos. We've got her little Oliver in the picture, just black and white photos. Now, this is becoming hugely popular on programmes on the computer, and people add these different colours. You can do that with your alcohol markers. So all you need to do is pick somewhere. So let's pick Oliver's umbrella here. Now, what's really cool about this, if you was to do this on the computer, it would actually wipe away. Sorry about the scratching if anyone's cringing at the moment. I'll try and colour it a bit lighter. What it does, the alcohol markers on black and white photos, they leave that translucentness through, so you're not losing any of that detail. We've got a squeaky pen. I'm trying to colour really lightly.
It's like a gloss photographic card. Don't worry at all, Debbie. It's lovely. But this is a great way of picking out detail in a photo and doing a very cool technique, you know.
Yeah, and it is. It's just so much fun to do, isn't it? Yeah. And it just highlights, so you can highlight the smallest embellishment on a photo, or you can go in and do the whole photo there.
We've been extremely busy all throughout the day and since launch last night, but even though we've been, steadily taking orders all the way through the show since we launched the show yesterday, but also this particular final call, it's been steady on the web, steady on the phones, but this is the busiest point in the show right now. I think a lot of people have noticed that time is running very, very thin, with less than 15 minutes to go there, 13 minutes and 40 seconds or so to get hold of your one-day special, which is the 120 pens, which is a phenomenal offer, £1 a pen, not even counting the 2.5-hour DVD and not even counting the trays, and knowing that you couldn't just get this in a shop by saying, you know, oh yeah, by the way, is it all right if I give you a third of that now and then the other 2/3 one next month and then the following month? But on FlexiBuy you can do that, you can spread the cost. So 120 pens for £1 a pen plus the bonus DVD and storage trays, or to get the unofficial one-day special, as it were, on the show, which is an extra offer that's available. You've got the 216 pens, and you've got also the storage to store those 216 pens, as well as also that DVD to go for. Which ones should you go for? Do you know what? It's impossible to tell you and guide you either way, because people have been going for the one-day special and people have been going for the 216 pens. What I was thinking earlier, though, Debbie, just while we show that lovely colouring that photo off, is the fact that you're going to want the 216 pens at some stage.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I can't imagine that they would be this price again. I've never seen them this low, so it is quite an amazing price, yeah. So I think it is great to go for the full set because you just get everything there. But obviously what's affordable to you, the one-day special is amazing, and you get all those core items in there, or core pens in there, plus the vintage and the nature. So that's a great one-day special. But yes, if you can afford to extend your pennies a bit more,
I echo that completely, Debbie. Feel good. If you've got your one-day special, feel good, because even with less than the one-day special, even without these 48 pens, you'll still get great results with the 72.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yeah, absolutely, really good.
The Happy Hour deal is also available today, and that's the white stamping card, the Sheena stamping card. It's available for another 11 minutes and 50 seconds. It's there with £5 off, 120 sheets. It's 300 GSM. You can stamp with it. You can use quite wet media with it. You can use your alcohol markers on it. You can use it for a lot of different crafts. £14.98 plus delivery gets you 120 sheets worth of it right now. Lots happening right now and live. Now then, 965246 is your item number on your offer today, and that is the Happy Hour. The one-day special is available with a whopping £116 15p off. Can I just do what Dawn Bibby at the moment? She's going, I didn't, did I? I didn't really. No, you did. You did, Dawn. You did. But it's fine. It's fine. We're all still here. It's a busy studio. We're live, you know. Dawn, you can wander where you want to wander. It's fine. You're like royalty around here. She's absolutely mortified. She's like, anyway. Not to worry. 167080 is your item number on the one-day special, and you are saving a massive £106 and 15 pence. I think it's really important that we had that saving today. And as much as it's it's hair-raising to think, oh my goodness, but it's really important because it allows me and Debbie that powerful message to say, not counting your storage, not counting your DVD, 2.5 hours long, it's £1 a pen. And I think that's a really, really massive headline to be able to say. And I think, yeah, as hair-raising as that saving is, as generous it is to you, it's £1 a pen, which is phenomenal. We are around about the 85% of the stock gone, and you never know. With the orders that are going to come flooding through in the last 10 minutes, and those orders just on the cusp of the hour, this could well be cruising close to, if not a sellout, who knows. Yeah, should we look at some samples quickly, yeah? Okay, some really quickly, just to get the spread. I'll choose wisely as well to see the spread of potential. Hair, skin and clothes is why I picked this particular one. And then florals for petals and picking out light sources is why I have chosen this card. And then, just as a last choice, what can I go for? Here we go. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. You've got monochrome. So you could even with one pen, it just shows you one pen plus the blender, or two different tones, or three pens but of a similar colour spectrum, just monochrome. You can get that look. You can get that look. I could have shown you loads more working on cork, acetate, craft metal, all the different embellishments, but we've seen that, and we know that alcohol markers can do it. There's a reason why we've got alcohol markers at home, and we love them. We've got our Spectrum Noirs. We don't have 216, and we certainly don't have our 120 yet, but we really need to. To get hold of the one-day special, you can do it with £106 and 15p off, and you can do it with 3 payments of £40 to spread the cost if you want to, or 120 and all go. Or you could go the whole way and you can get your 216 pens. Some people are wanting the complete collection. Indeed, a lot of people are wanting the complete collection. You get all the storage you'll need for them and that 2.5 hour DVD with elements on it. 989-739 to order that now. For £72 today, and then 2 more similar payments in January and February, you will have every pen you will need for your alcohol ink marking. And then you can get the brush brush nibs for pressure-sensitive colouring. It's a bit like just giving yourself a lovely brush, but to cover big spaces or more detailed. 296719 to order those today. And then we have been mentioning Donna's Stamps, the Fairy Collection. They are also on today's show, and they are brand new. They only launched last week, and they're gorgeous. 546773, 6 different stamp sets for $29.94 to order straight away. Debbie, we've got about 4 minutes left.
Brilliant.
To go.
I've got now. I'm going to go against everything we've been telling you.
Okay.
Now, I love this because it means we can up the game with our alcohol markers. Now, I've got 2 completely different colours. So we have our TB3 and our PL4. Okay. So completely different colours. So what I'm going to do with these is show you how we can blend 2 colours that are completely different families and colours together, which is really cool. So all you need is a little bit of plastic, a bit of cellophane, plastic bag.
The pennies drop. This is so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, just
so you take your darkest colour, which is the purple, and I'm just going to put up a little bit on that side there. You might want to use a plastic bag or a tile, but anything that you know that's, because it's alcohol marker, so it's going to sit on there. I'm then going to use that same pen to go in. Now I'm just going to turn this round. I'm just going to flick some of this purple into my flower. So this is one of the flowers from Donna's Stamps. And then what I'm going to do is take my blue pen and I'm going to pick up this. So I'm rotating it. You can see I'm actually picking it up to put that onto my nib. That way, when I colour down, it's actually putting first the colour that was from the purple that I laid down. It will then start to use all that ink and go into the colour that's actually in my pen. Wow. This is a really cool technique. So we call this palette blending. Leanne shows you exactly how to do it in the DVD. And you can do this with lots of different colours. And it just creates this really cool effect. But how amazing is that, Matt?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Really,
it's
really good.
Such a quality result.
So let's do that again.
And again, really importantly, easy to do.
Very easy to do, yeah, absolutely. So we could maybe go down the middle there and let that go a different way. And again, going back to pick that up, rotating the pen so it's actually taking all the alcohol. And then we can go round the sides and the edges, which just gives us that really smooth blend. Till eventually that will start then coming out. But it's a really cool way, isn't it? I do love this technique. And try different colours. Again, have your practice sheets ready and to do it. And there we go.
Like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't work, you know.
No, it doesn't, not at all.
That's
the whole thing with the pens, really incredible.
Don't get me wrong, the blend will work, but the particular colours that you choose might not, but it doesn't matter, it goes fantastic.
The thing is with colours, it's all very well blending same colour families, but we know from the colour wheel, lots of colours go together beautifully. Purples and blues look amazing together. To be able to get that smooth blend from blending those 2 colours together in a different way is incredible to the pens, and it just shows the quality of them as well.
I love the fact that, you know, there's different reasons for picking up your Spectrum Noir pens today, and they are a staple that you'll go back to. In the same way that a Gemini unlocks the ability of certain dyes that you haven't used for years, you know, the Spectrum Noirs unlocks that colour ability to a lot of stamps that you might not be getting you'll be getting great results, but you won't be getting, like, amazing results out of them.
Absolutely. And think of imaginative things, because you could, like, I know in the summer a couple of years ago, I had some large pebbles, so I actually wrote my daughter's name in the pebbles on the... and that stayed, I think it's still out there, actually, with the alcohol ink, so you can use them for that. Shells that you find on the beach, you're going to be able to colour those with your alcohol inks. It's just amazing.
Careful. Make sure you've got permission to take those shells. And then you've got it going on to wood.
That was bought, Matt. That one was bought.
It was shop bought, was it? Okay, all right then. Check the provenance of your shells. And then you've got your pearls down here. You've got your alcohol ink going on to baubles, metal, plastic, ribbon, lace, craft metal, cork or leather or faux leather. You know, you can do it.
So much. So many things. Just have fun. Practice, have fun. You will be an expert colourist in no time at all.
And not only have you got the live show that you can watch back over and over again, and the other shows from the One Day Special, but you've got the DVD, 2.5 hours of footage on there. So talking of being an expert, you've got that in the palm of your hand when you get it at home. The only choice you've got now is whether you get the 120 or 216, and you've got literally a couple of minutes to do it. I really hope you can still place that order. Congratulations if you've ordered yours. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, yes, stay tuned for your One Day Special that's launching in about a minute's time. The Tonic Big Save One Day Special up next. You've got the Big Save with Craft Yourself Silly, and also the Tonic One Day Special again in a couple of hours' time.
Hi, I'm Sue.
And I'm Doreen. I named the company after my two daughters, Katie and Sue.
So we're a family business, Katie Sue Designs, based in the northeast of England, and we've been in business for almost 25 years now together. We started with miniature dolls and we moved through to paper crafting with Flower Soft, and then into silicone molds, which we make here ourselves. And they're award winning, and we sell them to around 40 countries in the world. We're really looking forward to coming to Hochanda and showing you all a wide range of our products, everything from paper crafting to cake decorating, mixed media. So I hope you can join us and Noreen showing you all of the different crafting techniques.
Hi there, I'm Noreen, demonstrator for Katie Sue Designs. I really can't wait to be able to show you all of the molds and all of the exciting things that I'm going to bring to you. Make sure you don't miss the Katie Sue shows on Hochanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
here at Hochanda?
It's lovely to see you with our brand new launch of a One Day Special with our Paola. Nice to see you, Paola, from Tonic.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
Yeah, really good, thank you. How are you doing?
Good, very good, very good.
We're very excited because
yes, we are.
We've got some incredible... It's a big save show. It's a one-day special, but there is so much more to see because a one-day special is usually a one-day deal, 24 hours only, but it's kind of over 20 different one-day specials all on the one show because we've got half-price offers across the board thanks to the big save. So it's a big save one-day special. You know the rules. Jump ahead of us on the website if you want to see everything and check out very early if you don't want to miss out. But we'll do our best to zoom and show you as much as we can. But there are some really, really tempting offers on tonight's show. So the official one-day special has an £11 saving here, and it's a choice. There are two options on there, Paola.
Yes, there is. You can have the choice of the bunny, or the Frankie the Fox. Yeah. This is one doll, or the other one, which is Olivia the Owl and Harry the Hedgehog. They are the wild buildables. So they are these beautiful animals that you can build and customize them. And every single one of these sets are, full of different toys that you can then create even different creatures as well.
They do look absolutely brilliant, but a lot of people taking our advice out there, shopping ahead, so we're busy across the board already. Let's see some examples here with Frankie the Fox. And let's show what a buildable is, I guess.
All
Shall we
right.
show
So,
the boards
yeah,
first,
I think
Barbara?
that would be
Like
the best
elements.
way. So basically what we have got here in black and white is the different toys that we are getting with the Frankie the Fox. So basically we're getting every element, including the bow, to create and build, hence the name, these gorgeous creatures from the, world. Yeah, isn't she cute? Or you can make him into a male, because it has got that accessories. Every set comes with an accessory. So whether it's the little bow in there, or is a flower, or in the Olivia the Owl is a glasses, you can personalize it.
Yeah, they're great, the buildables. We've always loved them. So they're the elements to build up, hence the name, to build up your animals. But the brilliant thing with the quality dies that Tonic bring us is you can cut
because
mixed
they are
materials.
core shapes as well, which means that they are kind of, ball shapes. So you can die cut it with felt, out of felt, and then you can have that texture into there. You can obviously cut it into card, into paper, different textures as well.
Funky foam and stuff.
Funky foam as well. They will look at it. And of course you can make it into, like, the bunny rabbit. I mean, you can make it into an Easter card as well, which is Betty the bunny. Sorry, it's this kind of. But you can also make it. What about making it into Alice in Wonderland sort of a style as well? And what I love also about the Wildable sets is that they are this perfect, perfect size, that whether you want a larger card, whether you want it to a smaller size of card, they really work. And you don't have to go for the full body animal. You can just have their little heads poking around in the Foxy Ladies.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That's my new band. So yeah, you've got so much going on here, and the Fox bundle here with the gorgeous Bunny and Fox are both very, 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 very busy. This is your favourite bundle so far, with £11 off. So you've got your Bunny and your Fox here, both available, or your Hedgehog and the Owl, Harry the Hedgehog or Olivia the Owl. So it's an either or, but each way you get 2 buildables for an amazing £14.98. So Olivia and Harry are both £14.98. You get both of them for £14.98, 917598, and it's an either or. Busy across the board already, so a lot of people are shopping ahead. Beware of anything going. And moving along here, Paola, again, Rococo dies for making a top of it.
Well, these celebration ones is one of those ones that if you don't have them in your stash, you are going to miss them, because there is a lot of occasions, whether it's Happy New Year's, whether it's anniversary, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a graduation, whether it's a birthday party. There are so many occasions where a bottle of bubbly and a couple of glasses, as well as a little bunting and a party hat, they all work very well, and they are nice sizes as well to make the focal point into the smaller cards, or making create a party scene as well. So you are getting in this one 6 dice in total. They are Rococo, and Rococo, what they meant is that they are the decorative dies from Tonic. They are those ones that are perfect for toppers, perfect to color in, to do paper piecing, and attach them to your cards and make them, like the stand-out focal point.
Brilliant for making bottle tags when you're giving a bottle of wine to somebody.
It is.
Great for a wedding card and an engagement card.
Cheers to the bride and the groom. Whether it's an invite for a wedding, whether it is, say, a thank you card, whether it is to, for a bride and a groom, there are so many occasions that you can use these dies for.
It's a very, very usable set, and of course you are getting all of them in this. I love this one with the cupcakes. Look at that card.
So then, of course, cards, these are cupcakes. They are, you can be a birthday. It can be, like just come on baking party as well, like somebody who's into baking as well. And see how beautifully it coordinates. You can personalize that bottle and make it, if somebody's favorite bottle of, Prosecco or champagne or cava, whichever it is.
Cava every time.
Really? Funnily enough, it's not my favorite.
Really? Would you go champagne then?
Oh, obviously, darling, if you ever give me the...
Really? OK, champagne and diamonds for Paola, cava and whatever you can get your hands on for me. Carver and mini sausage rolls for me. I'm a cheap date. So yeah, again, you know, for your 21 cards, for your wedding cards, you can just go for it. 103554. And it's a half-price saving here. The big save is going on at the moment. It's going on until the 2nd of January, and you're saving up to and over half price on many items. Terms and conditions apply, but basically it's big savings across the board until the 2nd of December. 1423 gets you all the dies that you're looking at there, which is phenomenal. So the Rococo dies continue now with this set.
Yeah, so this is, again, the celebration set here. We have got even more dies in total in this bundle. So I'm very bad at math, so I always need to double check. So there is 8 dies in there. I believe that's okay. So you are getting the card, which actually, if you do a little bit of trimming, you can make it into even a safari card, or you know, it doesn't need to be a wedding, and then the little banners in there as well. So you have got so many different options for these ones.
There it is as a wedding card in the holographic card. Very nice.
So they are slightly larger because you have got the car and you have got also the cake with the bird, which I think is a really cool one.
Because the fact it's working out at under £2.50 a die is silly.
It is. And here you have got the cupcakes and the banners for from the previous set. So they will coordinate really, really well as well. Now you're also getting a set of 3 different little presents. Again, birthdays. But
what have I done?
It wasn't me for once. It wasn't me.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. If you, there you go. Nothing's gone wrong.
Nothing.
Thanks, Paola. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we'll watch that again. I don't know how to keep dropping things lately. So you've got your party presents there. This is every die that you're getting. Your party presents. So you've got your 3 little gifts. You've got the big cake.
Yeah, the celebration cake, and then you have got the wedding card, which again, if you do a little bit of trimming, it can be just a vintage card.
Yep.
And then you get the lucky horseshoe with the 2 bows. Those 2 bows will work with everything. You know, like you can add it into many different ways. And the thing with, the little 3 presents that we already seen.
Back to start. So you're getting all of these, and it's a brilliant price at £19.73 plus delivery, 379,781. Now we've got so many dies, we couldn't fit them all on the desk. So very quickly, we'll just have a little look at a few photos of other beautiful options that are on. The baby Rococo set here. These are the Rococo petite dies, the baby collection, and they are half price, £16.23 off, making them £16.22 plus delivery, and it's 503,699. We've got some examples in the studio we could show you later. More baby Rococo, really usable for your new babies and 2nd birthday, 3rd birthday, 4th birthday. I'd be pleased to get one of these for my 43rd birthday. 275504 is your item number, and a big save price gives you half price off. And then just one more photo to quickly show you. These are all available on the show. The lovely Garland Fair dies. These are brilliant to get your decorative bunting out. £10.74 it is, saving £10.75. Again, another half price offer. We are very busy for that. You've shopped ahead. But for tag making, for bunting making, and for making flaps inside books, you know, those project books and scrapbooks, they'd be brill. 102977 to order those. We are very busy for these, Paola. Why have people grabbed hold of this?
Well, the simplest screens are one of the really, really versatile types of dies from Tonic. It's one of the first ones that I got, you know, like the everyday ones, and I fell in love because you're getting 3 dies in each of these sets. So you are getting
1, 2, 3.
3 times 3 is 9.
Yeah,
no, my math, and now these ones are the Christmas ones. So you can, you have got the border in each one, which is a different one. So here is the zigzag, then they have got the scallop, and then you have got the zigzag one. And then you can multiply repeatedly to create a beautiful panel or just a strip. So whether you want to create, this is a 9 x 7, I believe, the card, which is one, like huge. Literally my whole head fits behind it. Or, you know,
literally your whole head.
Yeah, I mean, and my neck as well. You know, it's just that big. It sucks more about the small size.
I feel bad. I'm going to drop the card. As nice as the card is, but
what? No, right, so there we have got, can you see, so whether you wanted to use it vertically, create those parcels, whether you want smaller cards as well, so this one is a 6 x 6, so you have got the variety, and although they are called Christmas, this is a perfect card for a birthday, because it's like just stars and bunting. Then there is the other one, which is flowers and roses, sort of leafery. It doesn't say Christmas either. No. So you have got a combination, I would say, of everyday Christmas Christmas. And of course, the simple screens, what they are, they cut into the card, so create a beautiful, window aperture into your card, and then using the die that comes for the edges, you can take it out and create a border if you want to.
Show that die again. So it's literally just, to use this as an example, you've got that one die on the side, but could you, once you've got a set of 3, use any of those?
Yes, you can. You can do that.
Okay, so I don't need to use that one with these dies. I could mix them.
And all the screens, you can make them into a pattern, as I was showing here.
So scallop edge.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you can extend it as well.
I love the fact that you can extend. Now normally these are $24.99 each, and good value because these are big. There's a lot of metal in there, but you're not even paying that for one. Hang on, for all 3. Sorry, you're getting all 3, and you're saving £50. Oh my word! $24.99 each normally, but today you're paying 2p less to get all 3. You're saving £50. 307913.
It's buy one get 2 for free.
Yeah. That's kind of how it's working out.
That's really.
Tell me about it.
And the thing with this set as well is that it's really versatile because it creates those windows into the card, so you can use it as a stencil, you can use it as a background, you can, it's absolutely brilliant.
I'm going to put those down before we get, because there's so much else to see. I mean, I'd love to show you, but they're going fast at the moment, and we can see them on the packaging. It's the packaging department have done well. So it's 307913, and it's £50 off there. I love these double. We were oohing and ahhing over these before the show. We were
double detail, because these ones are the ones that from Tonic, that they will come a die and a stencil. So the die, it cuts and embosses because it's a Tonic die, so it has got that detail. But then the stencil adds that 3rd layer, so you can put it over it and use your distress inks, but more importantly your embellishment mousse, to create even a more dimensional effect. It matches perfectly the die, so then you get...
let's choose one. I've got this one to show.
That one, or this one that we can see here, that maybe with the glitter. So you can see it, how you can use it on its own, die cut and emboss it. And then if you want to use the glimmer paste, the silver, look how beautiful it looks. So it adds, so you can use it in different ways. You can, whether you want to use it onto the border, so then you just do a little bit of trimming in here with the scissors. Whether you want to use it just as a stencil as well, you can use. It's such a versatile.
So you're not die cutting, you're not embossing, you're just stenciling through.
Just stenciling through.
Now this offer, normally each die set with a die and matching stencil is £19.50 each, but today 3p less than what you could normally pay for one. They are not £19.50 each. They're working out at £6.50 each. That's outrageous. It's honestly 744086 to order, and they are going to be going very, very quickly, I'm sure, today. Another very popular offer. Oh, that card's beautiful as well.
One of Edna's is gorgeous. So here you can see how Edna has die cut the beautiful Aztec, I think this one is the Aztec one, and into the card. Then added, like you can see, embossing powder. You can see the glossiness in there. And then she has used the same stencil, but just use it as a pure stencil and put some paint or ink through it, and so you have got that versatility of a product that will give you so many different techniques and so many different finishes, and of course that beautiful designs from Tonic, the beautiful florals and scrolls.
You're getting all 3 designs here for less than what you could pay for one of them normally. So 744086. Next we're going to look at some more double detail now. Now we were talking about these before the show. What was the upshot here then, Paola?
We didn't.
Did we not? Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
So these ones are from the same collection, so the die and stencil, but these ones here you are getting the frames and you are getting the dies. So here you are getting the actually 3 dies in here and 3 dies in this one, so you're getting 6 in total. These ones are a frame, so they will cut apertures. So if I show you this board, you will see that one.
These are stunning.
So you can see how you cut it an aperture in here. So and then you can cut it out.
I'll hold that for you.
Yeah.
And then spin it round.
Yeah.
To again then have both. So cut out as well as cut into your card.
Exactly. So
I
you have
it.
got, and of course because they have got that embossing ability with those dies, so you can see how it has embossed a little bit of the detail in there as well.
But you can make photo frames and and apertures for your cards.
So if you have got, for instance, this one, you can see in there. So you can see that you can put it as a focal point in there, or you can make it into apertures as well.
Oh, I like that. Cut in. Yeah.
Cut it in there, and you can see that beautiful.
Because you've got your extra corner embellishment there, you see, to cut in 4 times. Sorry. Now these die sets used to be $13.99 each. Now they're $4.99 each. So very, very popular, very versatile, and a better than half-price offer. You can see why a lot of people have been shopping ahead on today's show, can't you see? You've got your Jewel Crown and Daisy Burst over there. 160275 to order. Now, even though we've got the longest desk in the studio, it's still not big enough to show you all the offers. So here are a couple that we don't have out live for you. You've got the wonderful rounded strip die set here. You've got the Celtic and Bow, Lace and Rose and Stars and Shells on the right-hand side of your photo there. They're normally $13.99 each, but the big save price saves you £28. You're not even paying what you would normally pay for one, but you're getting 3. It's another outrageous offer, 610683 to order those. Now, this next little picture I want to show you, I bet you this is busy. £28 off, thanks to the big save, and the big save is happening until the 2nd of January with half-price and better than half-price offers on selected items in shows. 6 die sets in your ATC Artist Trading Card die sets. 31 dies in total. Normally $7.99 each and worth every penny, many would say, but now just $19.94 plus delivery for all 6 sets. Another fab offer that. 779312 to find those. A lot of other people have got them, so do add those onto your orders today. You're going to love those. And then some stamps now, some Belle Boutique stamps. You didn't realise you could speak French. Or can't. 60% you're saving over there. £21, making them just $14.96 plus delivery today. Normally, you'd be looking at a certain price on those, which would add up to $35.96, but not today. Rather than $8.99 each, you're getting them, all of them, for $14.96. 341 529. And then, back returning, this, I tell you what, the middle set's going to be fab, but all of them you're going to get some.
These are very beautiful, intricate dies that will cut beautiful strips in, but also the key thing of them is that they are the So Pretty collections, which means that they do have those tiny, if you can see that, those tiny pinhole detail, so it creates that detail, and then you can do your embroidery into your cards. You can do a foil embroidery if you want to, like with a pen, or just leave it as it is, so that beautiful extra detail into your creation.
Well, the Tangle Poses over here, you get 2 dies there, and your zip and button die and deboss set. We'll come back to that in a sec, because you've got your elegant columns, which again are big 2 dies in that set. But I can see the zip and button, that's going to be a really useful set.
That is a really, really good set. So you are getting all these little buttons, the needle, so you're getting 6 buttons, the needle, the 2 zipper closures or puller-ups, and then that embossing zipper. So that one, the zipper one cut, is just embosses it. So it's a really cool set as well to have.
What's the best way of showing? Should we show the boards or the samples?
Maybe the boards.
Yeah, okay then, because it varies. Sometimes it's different. It's like,
so let's check, because it's
just to get the science of it first.
So you can see that they are about 6 inches in height. So you can they are really nice detail into there. You can see how it has been full stitched with a black marker pen and creates that faux effect, or you can have it just plain in there and just beautiful like pinprick.
That's really nice. I'm going to spin this round. It's going to be portrait for a minute, just to have a little look. Have you got
you can do it
extra? Oh, could we show it that way?
Yes, because it works. Okay. And this one is a really good one. Can I show you a sample with this one?
Yeah.
Because you can create a beautiful frame, and it's just one single one, but just duplicating. How beautiful that looks.
That's lovely on the white card going over with the pink pen.
And you can do it. If you want to do it properly, you can use your needle and thread. If you want to do it like me, that you want to do like quick and easy, then you just put you take your pen. You're fine.
And then just to look at a few more.
I just love that. That was one of my favourite stitch. And you turn it around.
Then...
So then we go to more Celtic sort of a style. So you have a variety of very floral, you know, whimsical, a little bit more bolder flower, or, you know, just more kind of architectonical.
Putting that into practice with your zippers here,
yes.
As well as your... look at that. Oh, sorry, Paola.
Poor Daniel.
Look at that's going to help, isn't it, if I put that the right way?
So you can see how it has embossed, that kind of really cool embossed effect of the... Cool. And then just the zipper end or pull, I don't know. Yeah, and then you can use that as well here, as well in that card.
So there's some great samples here to show off what you can do, and I love that with the sun and the zipper as well. And then look at that.
Really cool one. So then it's basically the zipper in there, and then the little pockets with the little hearts as well. So there is a lot of usability. Those little buttons, I use them actually all the time for different accents into the pot.
You'll be using them every day. Those are different, really cool options. So yeah, you get all 3 sets for $19.97. It's 861718. It's better than half price offer because it's the big save. 861718 to order. And now the miniature moments that we've got for you here. Again, just adding that little touch, particularly on those new baby cards.
These ones were one of the first that came out when I started working with Tonic last year, and they are absolutely beautiful. That special delivery is still one of my all-time favorite dies because it just makes you know. It is perfect for children, for babies when they're born, but also it's, you know, if you want to send a little parcel with something beautiful to somebody, you can just like cut it, put it in the parcel, you know, just, or even, you know, something like this card, you know. It doesn't need to be the traditional, you know, the traditional baby. You can make it into very sumptuous, regal sort of special delivery.
Yeah, of course. A special delivery, which could be anything, as you say.
Yeah. Or then you have got the new baby as well. So you have got the little, you know, the new baby sentiment in here. So if you can trim the boxes in there and just have the baby, if it's not a new baby that you're getting.
Yeah, of course, of course. And then little princess as well. The font is stunning.
It is stunning. And again, you can do, if you want a little prince, you can just trim the 2 S's. And then you have got a little prince coming your way.
And then tiny treasure too.
Yeah, the tiny treasure. So if somebody, like, if I know a lot of guys are into pirates and stuff, so then a tiny treasure, you know, like you can use a treasure bed as well for, you know, the scrapbooking as well for. There are so many uses for these toys.
There we are. So you've got a lot going on here with your miniature moments. These are particularly for your baby sentiments now. $12.98 plus delivery to order. Another fantastic saving, half price for your big save show. 551233. And the beautiful blooms here, Paola. I can tell from this sample here. Yeah. You have loved
this. I love this set so much. It's very, you know, flower dies are, you know, always one of my favorites for me. But this particular set is particularly good because it's versatile. So every die that you are seeing of the flowers, not the flourishes, but you have got the inner die and the, you know, the versatile die and then the outer die. So you can make it into very bold and then build the 3D flowers as well. Yeah. So you kind of die cut them several times and then you know, fold them and scrunch them up and color them up. Or you can make very kind of modern, very kind of bold, beautiful, simple cards with flowers in them.
There you go. Look at those flowers.
And every set has got flower die. So, except for this one, it has got every other one has got like 2 sets of flowers, so 2 different sizes, 1 flourish, and 2 sets of leaves. So you have got a lot to work with. Even the leaves in here have been die cut with that set. You know, it's really versatile, and and the flourishes, I'm telling you, I mean, I have been going back to them because they are really nice sizes. There's a mix. So for instance, in this one, a particular one is a very large one. Then you have got these ones which can be like wings for a fairy, or, you know, because they are symmetrical, double up. And then you have got like really, you know, smaller ones, and just gorgeous to use.
Well, $18.50 each normally. You know, these are high quality dies from Tonic. Now, £5.24 each. £5.24 each to get hold of them today. You're shaking your head there, Paola, but it's not our job to judge. We can't do it. All we're doing is we're saying what we've got, okay? Yeah, it's a phenomenal saving. Again, I'm sorry if I've used that word a lot. 038-460 to order. These will be very, very, very popular today. You're getting your Sweet Melia, the Sunburst Gazania, the Magnolia Flora, and also the Apple Blossom. I hope I've pronounced everything there correctly for all the gardeners. I hope I've got everything right. But stunning flowers there. Now the autumn set, just moving on to this. Do you know, we're saying autumn, Paola, but you can make so much throughout the year with this.
I mean, whether you are building a wreath for Christmas, whether you are building a scene, you know, beautiful, you know, like, woodland scene. These dies are, again, these and the flowers are ones that work really well together. They are versatile, so most of them, not all of them, will have that burst so that you can add the double, you know, the detail into them. You can create, and I love it because they are leaves that are very bold, and they are very beautifully designed in a way that you can make very contemporary cards. You know, like very simple in there. Or you can go very traditional as well. It's one of these ones that I reach as well when I want to create a background, for instance, for the buildables. These will work really well. And because they have got that embossing detail designs, you will be able to get your embellishment mousse or gilding wax or whatever medium you would like to use to add an extra layer of detail in there.
Paola, you showed a very contemporary card. I've just found my own contemporary example here, just to cut in that aperture design and have a contrasting piece of card behind.
Sometimes you can go in some of my family. So you can make it into even a very simple card there.
Do you have family, Anne?
Yes, I do have some family.
Oh, that's lovely, because you've got the Hochanda family as well. Here in the UK, and then you've got your Canadian family. And you've got the Tonic family as well.
Exactly. Well, international.
You've got lots of families to choose from.
I do. All
right.
So there you have. So you can see more traditional, all bunch them up together, like, you know, autumn card.
Here you go. Should we show the boards to show the massive spread of imagery that you've actually got here, and the size of some of the dies as well? Look at that. There.
And these ones, for instance, like if you like to create stamping backgrounds, like, you know, like a countryside, you can always like cut these leaves, use it kind of and overlay them and create even more like a three-dimensional effect as well.
You've got the helicopter sycamore seeds there. You've got your pine cone there, and then you've got your leaves. I mean, you can build so many wreaths and designs using these. Such usable little sprigs.
The sprigs, the little twigs, that one as well. With, you know, you can make it into really Christmassy with those berries in there, or you can make it harvest as well. So there are lots of different ways of using the acorns, right?
Acorn. This one,
and these ones, I'm very bad at remembering which flower is which, but this is not flower, obviously.
We're never going to judge you. What's an acorn in Spanish?
I have no clue.
You probably don't get oak trees in Spain. Like,
probably not.
Probably just get like rock, dust, and...
I know what oak is a roble, but I don't know acorn. Anyway.
I just remember the number of times my dad used to have to wash his car living in Spain. It's like, you know, deserty where he was. Anyway, so you've got a big offer on these dies. $18.50 each usually. But now, £5.87 each. A £50.50 saving on your wonderful autumn die set, and it doesn't just have to be autumn that you're using them on, although they do look fab with the autumn colours. 238-893 to order now. The beautiful blooms that we just saw literally just now, very popular as well. Loads more to choose from as well. 1.5 minute queues on the web, so not too long to wait, but you might prefer to order on the website. It is quicker on Hochanda.com. And you've got a lot to find, including these stamps, which we haven't yet had a chance to show you. 16 stamps on your delicate detail stamps, a saving of amazing £32 off, and it's £29.91 plus delivery to order today for your delicate detail stamps. Next one, really quickly, is more stamps for you with some dies to match as well. These are some of our favourites from the year. This is the Marmalades World stamp and dies with a little boy and a little girl and the little teddy and the elephant. Love these when we first saw them, and we still adore them now. 36 £26.50 off thanks to the big save, and it's 232067 to get these. A big saving there. The big save event is going on until the 2nd of January. And then we've got the frames, the whimsical frame stamp die set. You're getting 24 stamps and then 3 dies, and the 3 dies cut you the detail in each one of those for you. £19.97 on a half price practically offer there, saving £19. To see those close up, you can see the die now on the bottom right hand side of each picture. But then just two more to mention. You've got the Will's hand font, Will from the design team. These are really new, actually. We remember when these came out not a few weeks ago, well, a couple of months ago, if that. £15.60 saving, making them £23.34 today. One time, £6.50 each. Now, £3.89 each. That is a good saving there. £384,145. And we've got another Will's hand bundle to show you. This was such a usable font, this, with faith, hope, peace, inspire, and love, as well as the and ampersand as well. So you can get a lot of different sentiments and verses out of there. £15.60 saving, making them £23.34. 952-494 to order those on the web. Now the queues have jumped up to 2.5 minutes, seeing as we've seen everything on the show. So queues are only getting longer currently. Best and quickest way to order is on the website. It's hochanda.com, home of crafts, hobbies and arts, to order on there. You can order on there and you can watch live on there as well. The official one-day special, though, is the buildables, isn't it?
It is, and I'm going to build Olivia the Owl. And I just wanted to show you the packaging, right? So always keep the packaging, especially with the buildables, because it's a very good, you know, real representation of how it's going to look. But also because on the back of it, you have got here, every die tells you exactly what it is meant for. So sometimes, in the owl it's very clear, whatever, but sometimes when you have got one that is like the bunny, you have got, you know, it's just in case you are wondering what that die is, there you have it. Now, so I'm going to start by die cutting the body of Olivia. I'm going to cut Olivia's body out of paper and using the tangerine. Now, these dies are wafer thin dies, which means that we'll cut with the standard die cutting machines. The buildables will work in any machine that is about you know, about 6 inches in width, but obviously, you know, if you have got an A4 one like the tangerine, even better. They are, what I meant by core shapes is that they are kind of very bold dies, so you will cut felt and cotton if it's if you have used like a stabilizer, no.
A stabilizer.
Stabilizer, that's the word. Underneath. So that gives a little bit of a crispness to it, so that you can then attach it to your projects, whether they are fabric and fusible. Exactly. Yeah. Obviously, the very tiny dies, I wouldn't use them because for fabric, because what happens is that the fabric may fray a little bit. But the owl, for instance, I think there is no die that would be too small. So now I have done the body, and then I have got her. Let's put it the other. You can see the belly.
Yes.
So now I'm gonna glue it together. And you can see that I went like that, and I immediately knew that it wasn't the right way because it
doesn't quite fit.
It doesn't quite. So everything has been that everything will fit right there. Now, then I'm going to show you what I already gone ahead and cut. The eyeball is there, so you need to cut 2 of them, and then you have got here the how you call it? The párpado. Eyelid, yeah.
What was that you said?
Párpado.
Párpado. Is that obviously the Spanish word?
Yeah, that's Spanish. Párpado. You know, yeah, my shows you not only learn how to assemble these cards, but also you learn a little bit of Spanish. So we have got 2 of them. Muy bien.
Muy bien.
And then we have got eyelashes. So now, the other thing is with the eyelashes, you know, you cut 2 at the same time, and then you just glue them together. Now, with the eyelashes, for instance, like many of the elements of the white buildables, is that you can, for instance, I have used the eyelashes for other animals. So if you wanted the fox to add them, you know, the Frankie the fox, you want her to have eyelashes, you can use Olivia the owl's owl. So then we have got the two eyeballs, so you can make them a little closer or farther apart. Now it needs to have a nose, so I'm going to die cut her nose. Or in an owl, how do you call her nose? Is it a nose or a beak?
Would you say beak? I think we'd say beak. Yeah, we would say beak, wouldn't we?
Yeah, they have like, do they have a small or a big? Big.
Sort of small curve.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's actually from the same family as the eagles and falcons, aren't they?
Really? Owls are?
I think so.
Mm.
It's the same. Like it's the it's what's called aves de rapiña, no? But I don't know. I'm not sure. So then. So we are gonna put the beak in there. So that's how I like to gonna put it in there. So this is how I build my animals. I just position them and then I kind of glue them once I kind of know where they go. There it is. Now the die comes with an eye, like the little dots in there that you can make it the eye. In there, the eye or the pupil, how would you call it?
Yeah, it would be the pupil, I guess.
Yeah. But obviously, if you have got the nougat drops in there with the black, they kind of makes it a little bit better. Yeah. But because it's black, I need to make sure that I'm just gonna. Now I'm kind of fearful of the black nougat drops.
I'm just thinking about how many people are going to love the owl here.
Oh, yes.
Olivia the owl. Because, yes, they're popular, yes, they're on trending in the world of craft, but, you know, you can cut core shapes, so felt and funky foam, but also, for so many reasons, you know, in terms of the imagery, wisdom, exams, things that you've passed, but we could just be an owl lover, and someone with an owl on it could be pretty, but it is that whole, an owl for...
An owl is wise animals. Animals have got always that meaning, that extra meaning of
wisdom,
wisdom, success, and application. Now, I love these little glasses. The glasses. But first of all, I'm going to do the little eyeball.
Those are good glasses. I wish I'd had the confidence to buy blue glitter frames when I was in the shop.
Oh well, you would look a smasher. You should
They're not
buy
quite
them.
my size.
We should get them you a pair, and if you promise to wear them on air one day, so you can make them a little bit bigger or smaller, the little eyeballs. But you can see here that you have got both the little hands or feet, and then the little eyeballs as well in there. So now what we would do is we put her into the cars, to these elements, and then I'm gonna put. Okay. So, do you want to try this one, son?
I'm not going to, Paula. I'm not going to.
Come on, come on.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, Matt. Come on, just do it for the fans.
I'm being blackmailed, fans. I'm being blackmailed by all sorts of things at the moment.
All right. Well, let's.
Oh, go on then. Go on.
You can't.
You can. They do fit. Go on.
They do fit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Are they? Yeah. Do you know what? I think I might do next time. Paula, thank you for doing it as well. So it's not just me.
It's not just you.
Thank you so much. So I'm so easily led. It is usually just me.
Oh. We should get Howard as well to do it. Howard is there.
Oh, you've got glue on those now.
Just like, yeah. Good.
Next time I'm in that popular high street shop, I will try on the blue glitter frames.
Yeah.
I try on all the different frames anyway. Who am I kidding? I try them all on and then I buy the basic ones.
Now, I don't know why I put them there. Let's put them in the right place. I wanted to be a little bit... I wanted to draw a chain in there, but I kind of not. But let's put it in here. Now, then, You have got here the, like, you can see how I assemble it, and then you can put it into your cards as well. So you have got.
So that would be a lovely card in itself.
Exactly.
But it's your in this case, it's your topper.
But that could be a topper, or you can make them, I think, as a tag for a present. You can make it into a card, but also into an 8x8 card. So, you know, it's just that, as I said, the size is really works very well for different size cards.
The powerful demonstration, so we can see that there as well, actually. So it's just the smaller and the bigger cards, easily covered by your buildables. They do come in pairs, actually. Everything's on the website. 2-minute queues on the phone, so the queues have grown and sort of fluctuated. But also the best way to order is on the website there, hochanda.com, as you can see. You've got your buildables on the screen there. You can see your tonic woodland buildables with Frankie the Fox and also that gorgeous, lovable Betty Bunny. 5-star reviews on those Christmas dies, the Simply screens, and also you've got your double detail die and stencil set. They are busy at the moment. Very busy for your blooms too. They are a massive saving of over £50, making them £20.96. 5-star reviews on the autumn dies, 5-star reviews on the ATC dies, 5-star reviews on the delicate detail stamps, and the whimsical frame stamp and die set there for £19.97. Do you know there's a lot here from Tonic and a lot that we can see on today's show. The buildables. Let's zoom as quickly as we can and try and show you as much as we can. Let's go for a whistle stop all the way down and see. So, Paola, the amazing thing is we're choosing here, and we're getting 2 buildables, whichever one we're choosing.
Why do we have to choose? Why don't we get both of them?
I set you up for that one, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah.
You did. Because they are such a good value. Because they are so beautiful. Because they work together. Because they are all a family of characters. What about decorating a nursery or children's room? So what about making, you know, buy just cheap frames that are available cheaply and make them into something really special by decorating them. Use these leaves are from the autumn collection that we saw there. So create every animal into his wild environments. So whether it's Harry the Hedgehog, Olivia the Owl.
Here's Olivia.
Yeah, very good for a congratulations card. If you have graduated, you have passed your exams. Or in the other side, we have got Frankie the Fox. You know, isn't she like very coquettish? I think that has got like, you know,
great looking. Whether it's a male or a female fox.
And then you have the, you know, I always, you know, the bunny, which is Betty the bunny. Betty Bunny. I mean, yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah, it's just such, and also for Easter, it's just such a cute animal. A lot of kids have them as a pet, so you can make it into, just put the name of the pet into the card as well. And
some grown men keep rabbits as pets as well. I know I'm a big kid at heart, but I've got 4 rabbits. Anyway, enough about my life. So 917-5980 is your item number. You are either choosing Betty Bunny, Frankie the Fox, or Olivia the Owl and Harry the Hedgehog. Either these 2 or those 2 for $14.98. They were $12.99 each, but today you're getting them for $7.49 each. But Paola reckons 1 item number, 1 P&P. Why don't you get all 4 for just under £30 plus postage? Or if you're with Freedom, you won't pay postage. And then the Rococo dies. Brilliant for making your toppers.
Yeah, the Rococo. These ones are, you know, again, a selection. What's going on here? It's a selection of celebratory dies, focal points. They are a nice size. They're not too big, not too small. You know, whether you want to have a beautiful, simple, you know, wedding card, whether it's to say a happy, you know, wedding day for the bride and groom, whether you can celebrate Happy New Year's. It is always a cheerful situation. And a party, you know, a house party, a birthday party, you know, it's really kind of useful. And also, I'm going to say it, for men's card, we always complain how hard it is to make cards for
but I'd be very happy to get one of these, especially with 21 written on it. But with a nice bottle with 42 written on it. That'd be nice.
Next week is my birthday, so
you're going to be 19 again.
Yeah. 19 plus 19.
And then, oh, stop it, Paola. We don't believe it, do we? But then the cupcakes. Do you know we love the cupcakes too? And then the other set that you've got here is the party set.
Yeah, the birthday bundle. So you are getting what is it called? That party.
Oh, this would be a. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
What is that? It's not a party popper. It's
it is, isn't it?
No, so like a blower, party blower, like a whistle, party whistle maybe.
Yeah, something like that. So then is you have got the party hat and the bunting and the cupcake in there.
Yeah, we love it. It's a great little set, this, and you're getting all 3 die sets for $14.23 plus delivery to order. It's 103554 to order. More. Rococo. It's very important I get the pronunciation correct.
You can say that. It doesn't matter. No, it's named by, Tonic is a company based in Welsh, so I'm sure that Rococo is absolutely fine.
Okay.
I just, roll my R.
Yeah, go for it, Bring out the inner or the actual Spanish. So you've got the 4 die sets here, or 4 dies rather. 4 die sets, because
8 dies in total.
8 dies in all.
In total. So you have got a combination of larger Rococos, which is the celebration cake, as well as the wedding card, but then you have got the smaller party presents and the lucky bundle, which is the horseshoe and the 2 bows. Those 2 bows are really useful to have, because then you can add them to, for instance, to the celebration cake as well, or flowers, or any other card that you want to add little bows. There you have them in there.
This is a half-price deal with £19.73 off, meaning you just pay £19.73 plus delivery to get all 8 dies. You've got the presents, you've got that nice big birthday cake as well. You've got the wedding car. It doesn't have to be a wedding car. Snip the roof off. And then you've got the horseshoe as well. So all of those dies could potentially make some of these examples that you see here. With the presents, the car, great for a man's card. Brilliant for a wedding card there with your wedding car. Great with all of your dies that you've already got, maybe for your frames as well. So yeah, 379,781, and it is a half-price offer to get hold of all 4 designs. Yeah, lots to go on the website as well that we haven't had a chance to show you. We've got the baby Rococos too here. Lots of imagery to make your toppers for your baby cards and tags. $16.22, saving $16.23, meaning that's a half-price offer. These are big save items now with a big save show. Half-price items and better than half-price offers. 503699 to order. The next baby collection here is your adorable elephants, cuddly bears, and royal carriage, which is that lovely pram. Half price again here too, $16.48 plus delivery to get all 3, and it's $275,504. And then of course, how could we not mention this? The bunting. I know you love this. The garland fair is 10 dies that you're getting in all, and this is half price once again, $10.74 plus delivery. It's $102,977. And then the Simply Screens collection, the Christmas dies, but they're not all very Christmassy, are they?
No, they are not. I mean, you have got obviously the bubbles and the snowflakes that are kind of wintry, but then the flower one here, this one in there, that one, and then that one as well. Sorry, there. So those 2 are completely, nondescript in the sense that they're non-Christmassy, so you can use them throughout the year. This is the main strip that will cut apertures into your cards, so you will be able to create windows, you can create panels, but they are all repeatable, so you can extend it. You can make longer panels. So in this case, they are about 2 inches in width, but you can make it as long as you want it to be, or as wide as you want it to be. They are in height about, I would say it's just about the width of an A4, so it's about 8 inches. So you can make them across the A4.
So get an A4 sheet of card and that will cut in.
A little edge, a little bit, in there as well. So you have got the ability to extend it out, so lengthwise and widthwise.
Let's
and every die set comes with one of the edges, so you're getting 9 dies in total.
You've got the Starry Night there, and you've got the wonderful snowflake design cutting in or out using the strips, and you can cut your borders as well. Oh, Christmas tree is just here. Of course, you've got your multi-directional Christmas trees, some facing that way, some
very
facing
Scandinavian look. It's really pretty for smaller cards. You can also make it into strips in there. It's very. I love these screens because you can then do a lot of different techniques underneath. I like colouring in as well. And then you have got the crisp element of the die cutting. And this is what I wanted to show, because you can see how big you can make them. And obviously you could extend them even further.
Yeah, properly create your backgrounds. So you've got 6 different designs there that you could use to create 6 different backdrops for different big cards. Now these were, and I hope you'll agree with us here, $24.99 is a good price, for a die set like that. if you saw all that metal and all that possibility. So £24.99 normally for one set. However, you're not even paying £24.99 for one set here. You're getting all three for less than what some people might pay for one set. 307913. So order. The double detail sets here, where you get the die and the stencil, are very, very busy indeed. Well done if you've already got them, you've done well. So why have so many people been going for these today, Paula?
Again, it's the versatility that it has got. And you are getting here 3 stencils and 3 dies that match each other. So you have got the perfect die that will cut an aperture into your cards, that will create a cut and emboss, and then you have got that a stencil, which is a tonic stencil that has that extra thickness. So whether you are using glimmer paste or embellishment mousse, and that can, you know, add another layer of detail. So you have got 3 different possible, no, actually many more, but 3 different techniques in there that you can do.
Lots of techniques, but basically speaking, cut and emboss, ink as well, or
you can,
texture.
And also you can put it through the any die cutting machine with a rubber mat, and then it will emboss. But it will be a different embossing pattern that from the die. So you have got, you know, those more.
Yeah. No wonder they're busy today, Paula. I know you loved this card earlier on when you wanted to show it.
I did, because Edna, what she has done here is die cut, then emboss it with the die, then use the stencil and add embossing powder, coloring it, then embossing powder over it, so you have some gloss, and also using the stencil just to color through in there. So you have got so many possibilities, whether you are using the stencil on its own, like in this one, to color in with different colors, and then using a little bit of glue. You know, there are some embossing pastes that are they are holded together, hold the whatever you put on top, and she has put like micro beads in there. Whether you are using the glimmer paste over the stencil, whether you leave it plain as a background.
Your Nouveau Mousse is there as well. So the deal here is, it used to be £19.50 for one of the sets. £19.50 for one. But it's 3 pence less for all 3. So it's working out at £6.50 each to get those today. 744086. And the jewelled crown and the daisy burst here, Paula.
Yeah.
So
These ones are really, really popular because it's like they allow you to create apertures into your card, cut it out of it, creates those beautiful frames, whether it is into the oval or the you know, the rounded one with the florals. You have got all those different details, as well as you are getting those details in there, like a corner that you can embellish for to make a whole complete set, basically.
I can't believe we're looking at such versatile and big dies here that can cut apertures and frames out for just under £10 plus delivery. It's amazing that you can do something.
And this can be a beautiful mirror. You can just die cut. Like it reminds me a lot of these decorative mirrors that you can see in films and things like that. So what about putting a mirror piece of card behind it, and you say, or sentiment, perfect for sentiments. They are perfect for toppers as well on their own. But if you can see it in there, and there is another one.
And that's the daisy burst.
So there you can see the frame. How this is kind of a galactical flowers. The new thing is like kind of that nebula. You know, it really, but it's a little bit more modern twist into here. Again, as a topper, you can use it as a topper, and then you can combine it both together as well.
It's lovely. 160275 to order today. You do get both sets for just under £10 plus delivery. Next, we've got the Tangle Posies over here. We've got the Elegant Columns, but also the Zip Deboss set with the zippers on it.
These are perfect if you like to embroider into your card, so that's all the paper pricking for you. Whether you like it to have the extra detail, whether you want something just decorative to create just beautiful borders, whether you wanted to create, you know, want a set like with little buttons, so you have it for time and time again to add little details to your cards or, you know, scrapbooks. You can see how it is smaller sizes. You can trim it a little bit more. You have got the beautiful flowers, or I just think that's posies.
Look at this one as well. I just wanted to show the samples there just to save time, because I know time's really short, and I thought the more we can show you the better, with a few minutes left on the show, Paula, to be honest. So 861-718 is your item number. It's a better than half price offer, getting that for under £20, and you get the full set. Next we've got the Miniature Moments, the baby collection here. and again, bigger than you'd actually expect with Little Princess. It's actually quite a big one. You can see her on the board in just a moment. But there's the 4 designs that you've got, and here they are size-wise.
Yeah,
really
they
impactful.
are, and they're really lovely fonts. They're mix and match. You can trim a little bit. This is what I meant. But if you are getting just a Little Princess, but if you trim the 2 S's, you have the Little Prince.
Yeah.
The special, that view, I love that special livery. It's just beautiful. It's almost like, you know, it's calligraphy, but also tattoo kind of. It's very modern and beautiful.
Yeah.
Traditional. And then the new baby with the new.
Look at the waist. Yeah.
Yeah, the waist is actually, you know, perfect for new, you know, whatever, new home, new car, new job, new year, you know.
New you.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah. And not tiny temper, it's tiny treasure.
Tiny treasure, or it can be, you can trim the tiny and you have got treasure, and you can put, say, new treasure, or you can put big treasure, whatever you wanted. But it's obviously for kind of scrapbooking, this will work really well as well.
Big treasure. 551-233 is your item number to order. It's $12.98 for the whole set of 4. It's a half-price saving. And then the beautiful blooms. Do not miss out on this. I know we want everything, but if you got one set today...
This would remind, because yes, you know, flower dyes are always beautiful, they're always usable, but these ones, because they are versatile, they're really nice sizes. You're getting well, I don't know how many dyes you get in total, because there are so many. You get, in each set, you get flowers, you get a scroll or a flourish, and you get leaves. You are getting the beautiful, can I show this one?
Yeah, go for it.
Can you see they are versatile as well, those leaves? So you're getting the kind of fern, you know, and it's just amazing. And then here's what
I think it's 35 dyes.
That scroll, 35. All right, that's good. 35 dyes.
I think so.
Very usable dyes with a versatile capacity. Whether you wanted to do modern, whether you wanted to do traditional, whether you want to do 3D, they're beautiful.
I mean, look at that. I mean, traditional for a real life looking posy, but also here kind of a modern twist as well on that card. So again, it's the V word, versatile, but they are really versatile. 038460. Do check out Hobby Basket. You're saving massive amount here, £53 off, making this one of the biggest savings. Also one of the most popular sets on today's show. And I know you're going to have so much fun using it, Paola. We'll see you in an hour's time. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, thank you very much for ordering today in the last hour. It's fab. Don't forget to check out Hobby Basket and join Paola in an hour's time. There's also another live show coming up next with Hayley and Dave. It's the Big Save with Craft Yourself Silly. One day special again in an hour, and introducing Crazy Quilling in 2 hours.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Dali from Dali Art, and I've been crafting for over 10 years, and I've actually just recently turned my passion of crafting into my business. I started off actually with doing canvases for mixed media, lots of interior design, and I've actually grown that passion and gone into mainstream in terms of stencils, dies and stamps. My collection is mixed media, East meets West, and a lot of this comes from my heritage, and I've also just collaborated with Pentart, and this gives me the products I need to enhance my stamps, stencils and die designs. Please join me for my shows here on Hochanda.
Hello, good evening. Hello, thank you, Matt, for the last hour, and Paola as well. She's back in an hour's time with another look at the one-day special. She's over there. Yeah. And it's you and me.
Yeah, it is.
For the next 60 minutes, it's just as well, really. So we turned up, isn't it?
Yes, that.
The big save is on now. This is going on right the way through the festive season until the 2nd of January. Every show that we bring you with the big save is just saving you so much. And you get